Hey, there we go. Don't mind me. Just doing some light fixes to the layout. There we go. Wait. That might not actually work. Okay, hang on. There. I guess I could just hide the skelly man. There we go. I can pull out the Christmas tree. Here. Guess I could actually have it in like in front of it a little bit. There we go. See? That's nice and festive. Alright. Let's move. We move. Load. Okay. Where did we leave off? Oh, right. Fuck. Hang on a second. Where were we? We just... Well, no, we didn't just anything. We've gotten to the point where we've spent a bunch of free time, and now someone's probably gonna die. Hina has been acting strange, as is to be expected. Someone in a murder school. Toko, in Jack form, has been calling her a pervert. She does not like that. Everybody knows that Sakura is the spy, so they don't want to be anywhere near her. What else? There's nothing to look at that'll tell me what's happened, right? There's no like... Oh, is there a transcript? Oh my god, there is. This is so long. Hina and Toko got in a fight. That's right. What's wrong? Tra-la-la. Bunch of... Alright, anyway. So... Hina has been acting strangely. She passed out when fighting Toko, who is now Jack. And Sakura is the betrayer. We've been hanging out with Hiro, but that's not connected to the story. Byakuya is... an asshole? I'm expecting him to either die or like have his ego broken at some point. Because he's insufferable. Anyway, let's continue. I've been sick all weekend, by the way. Not Rona. And my tooth kind of hurts. It's settled down a little bit, but it's still sore. Let's do this. See if I can remember the voices. There's not many left, so it shouldn't be a huge problem. Are you sure you're feeling better? Yeah, it really was just a scratch. But still... That was super close. Did I bring in my own voice too? Yes, I did. Good. Didn't want to have a repeat of that dog shit. Okay. Oh, whoops, I tapped out of the comments. There we go. But still, that was super close. If I hadn't yelled out, you'd be dead right now. It's all thanks to me, you know. Yes, well, 1,000 thanks to you, sir. So sarcastic. That just makes you sound even more hostile. Hey, Hina, what the heck happened? Oh, just got into a fight and I lost my temper and hands started flying. Let me guess, the fight was because of Sakura? At first, I tried to just ignore it. If you let jerk buttholes get... Oh my god. If you let jerk buttholes get to you all the time, you'll never have time left to live your life. But she wouldn't let it go, so I just... Without thinking about it, I felt like I wanted to punch her like 1,000 times. 1,000 punches isn't really without thinking. When things got out of hand, just as Jack got let loose, right? Oh wait, no. Makoto. It's my own fault, but I just couldn't take it anymore. Because she was saying all those terrible things about my friend, you know? Before I knew it, Hina's eyes started welling up with tears. And just as the tears were on the brink of spilling over, she threw up. Blah! The door to the nurse's office burst open. I read that as floor at first. I thought the doors gonna fly off its hinges. And there she stood before us. Hina. Sakura! You're hurt. What happened? Oh, nothing. It's not a big deal. Makoto, Hiro, what's the meaning of this? Are you fucking her? It wasn't me! Genocide Jill! That's all a demented murderous fiend's fault. To hurt Hina. Damn you! To leave me alone, but hurt... To leave me alone, but hurt her? What is this? What are we? Some kind of suicide squad? Yeah! I'm okay, really. It's just a scratch. Unforgivable. I can't forgive them. Yeah! Hero, if you want to hate someone, hate me. If you want to hurt someone, hurt me. I beg you. I don't hate you exactly. Why? Somebody save me! That's good shit. Hiro nearly tripped over himself as he ran screaming out of the nurse's office. But just a second later... What's going on? Oh. What was her voice? British? What's all this noise about? Oh wait, that's Irish. Fuck. Kyoko stood in the doorway of the nurse's office, taking Hiro's spot in the room. How do British people talk? Oi. I gather something happened. Kyoko, please, you have to stop Sakura. You don't need to stop me. I'm okay. I'm not going to do anything. I'm drawing a line right here and now. Drawing a line? Goodbye. Wait, Sakura! Hina sprang into action, leaving the nurse's office to chase after Sakura. The only ones left were... I guess it was just the two of us now, huh? Want a kiss? Are you mad at me? Yeah, I figured. Want a kiss? Huh? But that issue we discussed earlier, it doesn't matter anymore. What, kissing? Then do you forgive me for not being able to talk about it? You could have told me about Sakura and Monokuma fighting, but you stayed quiet. You were only thinking of Sakura, and that's why you didn't tell me, right? You didn't want to confuse everyone until you could talk to her and be sure what you saw. That's what you were thinking, and that's why you didn't tell me, right? Yeah. Well, also, I wanted to tell you, but the game literally gave me the choice, but kept telling me I could not pick the option to tell you. So, I feel like I'm being unjustly blamed for this. Why the fuck did the game even put that choice up on screen? I wouldn't have expected such arrogance from you. Huh? Because ultimately, that means you don't trust me. No, that's not it. But if that's how you feel, I can't really change your mind. I'm sorry. It's fine. I've already forgotten about it. Besides, I may have overreacted. Is she blushing? Is that a blush? Screenshot. Huh? Anyway, it's over and done with. Like I said, let's just forget about it. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Hell yeah. Out of the doghouse. Fuck yeah. Woo! Can I pick the other thing? Something else. What is it you wanted to talk to me about? Actually, I'd like you to come somewhere with me. Come with me somewhere. I have business there. Where? Just come with me and you'll find out. I guess. But, well then, shall we get going? With a typical indifference, Kyoko turned and walked away, setting a brisk pace. Ah, Kyoko! My cock! I heard you catch up to her. I see your cock is as big as mine. Would you show me your cock? I'll show you my cock. Chaos control! And in silence, I chased her. And eventually we arrived. Secret room. Oh, wait, what? Oh my god. Just the two of us? The dressing room. So the something else you mentioned. Yeah. That's right. It has to do with alter ego. But you said we didn't need alter ego anymore. I didn't say we didn't need him. I just said he had done his job. Besides, it's not us that he needs alter ego. He has business with us. Huh? Alter ego asked me to bring others to come see him. Apparently has something he wants to ask us. Alter ego wants to ask us something? Turn it off. It's a computer. Getting curious, that's bad. Hello. Oh, so it's just the two of you? Ooh, Kyoko and Makoto? Yes. Kyoko's fingers glided. Is that the past tense of glide? Glided? Would it be like glid? I would maybe just say slid. Glided across the keyboard. Is two not enough? No, it's okay. Two should be plenty. What is it he wants to ask us? Let's find out, shall we? Kyoko typed in the question. What did you want to ask us? Oh yeah, so I'd like you to take me somewhere you can connect me to the school network. What? Kyoko and I quickly glanced at each other. She replied, Why? Nani? Well, you said my job was done, right? But to just stop here, saying I've finished my work. I don't want that. I want to keep being helpful to everyone. I want to work as hard as everyone else, so that we can all get out of here. That's what Master would want too. So, to help everyone else, just let me strip the school. The only way I can help is if you connect me to the school's network. But if you did that, that's basically suicide. I'm positive the mastermind would find out about it. They'd find you, and You agree, right, Kyoko? I realize how dangerous it could be. But still, I have to do this. I'm scared, but I can handle it. My god, this is so cute. Little showed-up femboy. I don't really understand why, but I hunger for cock. I mean, sorry, when I think about everyone else, my courage starts to grow. You might think I'm just some inhuman eye, but it's true. So, it's okay. If it's for the sake of everyone else, I won't be afraid. I couldn't help but get lost in that voice. He's so cute. He's just too committed. Too adorable. Too fragile.
No.
That's right. I get really turned on by weak people. You remember what you asked before? Wait, fuck. God damn it. It keeps sliding into Irish. Another. You remember what you asked before, Makoto. Ask what the difference is between a person and a program, right? Yeah. When I talk to Alter Ego, I don't know. I have no idea how to answer that question. I think maybe that's a question even the program's creator can't answer. But I can say this. Hello. There's no question that Alter Ego is our friend. Kyoko. To be honest, I didn't want Alter Ego to push himself anymore. Because if we take any more risks, the mastermind really will notice it. But let's do it, Makoto. Let's connect Alter Ego. Let's do it, Makoto. That's right. Let's do it, Makoto. Let's connect Alter Ego to the network. But he's our friend, so I want to take his fifis into consideration. And he says that he wants to fight alongside his friends. If we were in his place, could you just sit by and do nothing in this situation? If you saw everyone else fighting and doing their best, could you just look the other way? Or would you stand up? Rise up, gamers. Stand up tall next to everyone else and tell them you're their friend. Hey, you guys fighting? If it's about me, please don't. I want to believe in myself. I'm just a silly little femboy. I want to be able to say, I know I can do this. So please, let me try. And besides, wait, fuck. And besides, there's one place where the mastermind might not notice. One place? Remember, there's another place besides here where there's no surveillance camera. A room without a surveillance camera? Secret room? That's it! The secret room you told me about. The secret, quote-unquote, room you told me about. I definitely remembered there was no surveillance camera in there. And oh, and look at that. A thing of tissues. Very useful indeed. And I do believe you can connect to the network. And I do believe you can connect to the network from there. I remember seeing an Ethernet port on the wall. Wow, Ethernet? What year is this? However, just because there's no camera there doesn't mean there's no danger. There's no way to be sure the mastermind isn't monitoring the network somehow. We'll also have to move Alter Ego, and the mastermind may spot us going into the secret room. If they pick up on any of this, then it's all over. You're right. But despite all that, I still think we need to try. Fucking, it's a laptop. Put it in a backpack. Put it in anything. No one will ever think you have it. Because that's our best chance of finding any new clues. Kyoko, in that case, will you let me carry you? There's no way you could hide him with what you're wearing, right? So let me do it. Okay then, I'll leave it to you. Thank you. Thank you for noticing that I'm wearing very tight-fitting out clothes. It was a test and you passed. Then let's get started. It's gotta be a little cramped for you, Alter Ego. Bear with us, okay? Can't feel anything. It's a computer. I closed the laptop and stuffed it underneath my jacket. Ha! It tickles. No, it doesn't. Shh! You can't talk right now. We're going to move you to another room. So we'll get there. You have to be absolutely silent, okay? Understood. Your command has been implemented. Good. To have him react like a machine like that all of a sudden, I didn't know how to react. In the secret room, there are a bunch of different cables in one of the desk drawers. So there might be a network cable in there. Assuming the mastermind hasn't taken it already. Well, all we can do is go and check for ourselves. Agreed. Let's head to the secret room. And really, if the mastermind has taken that cable, that would mean he knows we have a computer. Wait. Fuck, where is the... Are these all the... Why can't I go anywhere but here? Okay, fair. Second floor, boys' bathroom. Hey, Makoto. Are you sure all the documents are gone? I refuse to believe you. Go and check again. What? Just hurry up and go. I'll make sure you don't run off. I'm going to wait right here. Oh, I get it. She's acting. She was so forceful, I thought I'd made her mad again somehow. Why are you just standing there? Hurry up and go. Okay, I'm going. Sorry, ma'am. You don't have to call me that. I'd be thorough. I'm counting on you. Excuse me, miss. Thank you, miss. Well, there's paper on the floor. Okay, first we have to find a network cable. There's literally nothing to check. According to Kyoko, there should be a bunch of cable in this door. Look at that. Found it. This is a network cable, right? Now we just have to connect alter ego. Click, click. Pull out the laptop and connected it to the Ethernet port with the cable. That should do it. Yeah, I think it worked. Just leave the rest to me. I swear I'll find something. Might even be able to connect to the outside world. If I can, I'll see if I can call for help. So please just wait a little while longer. Just hold tight and put your faith in me. This is an amazing computer. It doesn't even need recharging or power. As I was about to leave, I decided to leave him with one last thing. No matter what, we're gonna get out of here. You and all the rest of us as friends. Excuse me. Makoto gave him when we packed up the laptop and took it with us. He said, it tickles. And Makoto said out loud, be quiet. And the computer said, okay. It agreed. Why are we now typing questions into it? It obviously has a microphone. Whatever. Friends? Even me? Thank you. Thank you, Makoto. How did it go? Well, it went okay, but all the documents were gone. Just like I told you. Our reply was an unintentional mix of acting and real fifis. I see. Then there's nothing left for us here. Goodbye. I hate to see her leave, but I love to watch her go. Kyoko. Yes. So we're just gonna split up? Of course. I have no reason to stay with you at this point. Well, maybe, but isn't that a little too direct? Should I hesitate and fumble for something to say? You're so high maintenance. That's not what I meant. I just had more I wanted to talk to you about. Like, what are you going to do about Sakura? Well, something has to be done. It's true. We must kill her. But the way things are right now, there's no way to persuade anyone. They don't have a mind to listen. Then what should we? If we can find some new clue, that would likely change the situation. That's all we can hope for right now. Which is why alter ego. All we can do is wait and believe in our friends. You're right. It's our only option. I mean, considering that other people were willing to kill to keep a secret, Is it really so hard to empathize with a person spying on us because the mastermind has a literal hostage? It's like they all know that Monokuma has a hostage, and that's why Sakura is doing this. I'm not sure I understand why everyone has such a hard time understanding why she's doing it. We parted ways, and I headed back to my room. Time to furiously masturbate now that we're friends again. I'm kinda tired, so I laid down in bed. It was because of the stress of moving alter ego, but I had a raging boner. So before long at all, I completely dozed off. Bing bong. Oh shit. Huh? Oh fuck. Oh my fucking god, are we about to be killed? The sharp sound of the doorbell pierced my sleepy haze and pulled me back into the real world. Who the fuck is there? Makoto, get out here! Kyoko, what's going on? Hina just came to see me and she was white as a ghost. Which is weird, because she's tan. It sounds like something's happened. What? As soon as I heard those words, my heart started to beat a little faster. I suddenly found myself wide awake. She said for us to come to the rec room. The rec room? Okay, let's hurry. Makoto! Kyoko! Hina, what's wrong? Something's not right in the rec room. What's inside? There was a window on the rec room door, and I heard to look inside. And when I did... Sakura. Is she unconscious? She's sitting up in the chair like she's bowing her head.
No.
What's going on? Did something happen to her?
I was just walking past and I happened to notice her through the window. But I couldn't get the door open. I tried knocking. I tried calling her name. But she wouldn't respond. So, what should we do? What are we gonna do?
First of all, we need to get into that room. But the door's locked, right? And if we break in, we'll be violating school regulations. We're going to force our way in. I just said! The door is locked. It's not locked because the rec room door doesn't have a lock. Huh? Then why? It feels like the door is pressing up against something inside the room. Is it? The chair. Chair? Either way, the door isn't locked, which means as far as I can tell the rule doesn't apply. Then there's no problem if we break in? Let's smash the window, that should be the fastest way.
Okay, I'll go get something to break it with. Wait right here.
Inside the rec room, Sakura still hadn't moved an inch. She's just unconscious, right? Is she okay? I mean, it's Sakura, so I'm sure. Kyoko didn't reply. She left me unread. In other words, she ghosted me. There was only silence. But that silence didn't last long. There she goes yapping again. Oh, it's Hina.
Here. Huff, huff. I found a broom. Huff. In the classroom. Huff, huff. Use it.
You can handle this, right, Makoto?
Come on. Please hurry.
Okay, you two stay back. Fragile, weak women. Make way. Make room. Aiming directly at the window, all it took was one solid hit. Crash! The window shattered into 100 pieces, scattering across the rec room floor. I stuck my hand through the now open window, and started jostling the chair, leaning against the door. The chair's pretty heavy, but if I could just... I bet it's not a chair. I bet it's a corpse. Sakura! Ran up to her as fast as I could, but the moment I laid my hand on her... Oh no. All I felt was cold death. I could feel only the last lingering warmth of a living body. Life had abandoned Sakura's body, and then, ding dong ding dong. A body has been discovered. After a certain amount of time, which you may use however you like, the class trial will begin. Who are these two people? All-star apologies.
Huh? Sakura's dead? She's really dead.
I heard Hina talking, but I couldn't pay her any mind. Silly girl. But my eyes started to stare steadily forward. I could only look on at Sakura's dead body. And what a body. Wow. We didn't make it in time. It has happened again. Muttering to herself, Kyoko began to gently inspect Sakura's body. I wondered, was she confirming that Sakura really was dead, checking for a pulse or a reaction?
I have to go get them. I have to go get the others.
On shaky legs, Hina left the rec room. And I... Why? Why did this have to happen? That's all I could say. I repeated it over and over. I need to examine Sakura's body. I just stood there motionless behind her while she checked Sakura's corpse. And what a corpse. Time passed. While I stood there, unable to do a thing, time just passed. And after I don't know how long, I got everyone. Ah, ogre!
Oh, so she's dead, huh?
Sakura's been killed. I see. As soon as they arrived, Kyoko began. Yab, yab, yab. You heard the announcement just now, right? So you know what this means. Sakura's murdered, and by someone in this very room. Is that what you're going to say?
No. Whoever killed her. Is that just someone in this room? It was one of you. Hiro! Byakuya! Toko! One of you killed Sakura!
What? You're accusing us before we've even begun the investigation.
I don't need to investigate anything. Because you hated her. You hated the sight of her. One of you did it. I know it.
You know it?
Jeez, I didn't know your power level would increase by that much just by getting mad. What are you doing here? Isn't it obvious? I'm here to hand out my little murder flyer. That's right, it's the next Monokuma file. And don't get so mad, Miss Asahina, or you're gonna ruin that lewd little face of yours. Now then, with that Hold on. There's something I want to ask you.
Huh? It was you, wasn't it? You killed Sakura.
Uh-huh.
Sakura wanted to challenge the mastermind to a duel. Maybe you and her fought again, and then...
Then I killed her? Sorry, not quite. Actually, not even close. That whole thing is totally irrelevant now. Sakura came to a most regrettable end without even getting the chance to finish things with me. Which, thank God for that, it saved me the trouble of having to go through with a little fight. Because even for someone like me, it would have been no mean feat to take down a behemoth like that. I gotta tell ya, I was actually pretty worried. I mean, she violated a rule by attacking me in the first place, but I wasn't able to punish her. So I don't know who it was, but whoever the blackened is this time, I owe you one. You owe them one? Oopsie. Before you get all pissy-potty at me, you better figure out who did it first. Cause I mean, your lives are all in the line, right? Boo-hoo-hoo. Boo-hoo-hoo. What the hell? He owes them one? I hit him! I hit this whole thing!
Well, I for one am glad it was Sakura. She was working for the mastermind after all. How can you say that right now? Sorry, I don't have time for your squabbling. The next game has already begun. If you want to be angry at someone, be angry at whoever killed Sakura. Right. Right now, our top priority needs to be uncovering Sakura's killer. If we can't do that, we're all dead. Let's decide who will stand guard this time.
I'll do it.
Hina?
I'm okay. Just let me handle it. Besides, I want to be here with Sakura.
Okay, then Hina is guard number 1, but we need one more. Kyoko? That's you. Me. You're always a thorn in my side. This time just stand by and watch quietly. Consider it an order. An order? Only I give Kyoko orders. Fine, I'll stay behind. Kyoko? Then it's settled. Let's begin, shall we?
Hold on! Before that, there's something I want to say.
Which is?
Hiro, Byakuya, Toko. None of you are allowed to step foot in the crime scene.
What?
One of you killed Sakura. I won't let someone like that come anywhere near her.
Don't be stupid. Our lives are in just as much danger as yours. We have every right to investigate.
I don't care what you say. I'm not letting the one who killed Sakura anywhere near her. Even if it means I have to use force. You're not getting in here.
While it appears further discussion would be a waste of time. How about a compromise? I won't ask you to let all of us in. Just let me. What? You don't really care, do you? You're both useless anyway.
Nope, don't really care. I'd rather spend my time coming up with another splendid fantasy involving Master anyway.
And you, Hiro, do you really object? If you're gonna go that far, what can I do? I mean, I don't have anything to hide, so why should I care? That sounds pretty guilty. Then it's decided.
Nothing's decided.
I know how you feel. Oh shit. I know how you feel, Hina, but you should agree to his request. But we have to find out who killed Sakura, for those of us still alive, and to honor Sakura's memory.
Fine, I guess that's okay. But no matter what, Byakuya, you absolutely aren't allowed to touch her.
Naturally, who would want to touch a filthy dead body? That's enough. That's enough fighting. Need to focus on the investigation from here on out. Everyone, keep this in mind. Shit. Everyone, keep this in mind. If we can't uncover Sakura's killer, all of us face Oi, oi, oi. Man, I really need, like, a key phrase to get back into British accent. All of us face execution. Extra, read all about it. Finding out who killed Sakura. It's not a matter of hoping we could do it. If we want to survive, we have to do it. It's kind of a hopeless hope. I came up with that myself. We have no choice but to just do it. I better check the Monokuma file. The victim was Sakura Ogami. The time of death is estimated to be around 12 noon. The body was discovered in a rec room on the 3rd floor of the school. There's evidence of strong blow to the victim's head. No other injuries were noted. However, it seems that at some point the victim suffered from violent vomiting of blood. Huh.
네.
Read all about it. I think the case this time might be a challenge. Why's that? The only way to get into the rec room is the door we just came through. That door had been jammed shut with the chair from inside the rec room, which means the killer would have had to escape somehow after barring the door. So if the door was blocked from the inside and there was no way to get in or out until we broke the window, it's like zero escape, right? That's the name of another mystery game. In other words, this is a classic locked room murder. Locked room murder? I guess you might see this kind of thing a lot in the mystery movies or books or whatever. But could it really happen in real life? And right before our very eyes like this? Are you curious to hear more about what a locked room murder entails? Sure, whatever. When you break down this kind of murder mystery, there are 4 basic types. The first type is when the locked room is created after the actual crime is committed. This simply means that the killer commits his crime, then through some special method seals the room. This mainly involves some sort of trick involved the locking of the room. You bought pots at the library? Basic approach includes using a string or some simple mechanism. There are a number of variations. So for that, all we have to do is check the door to see if that's what it was, right? A second type is when the locked room already exists before the crime is committed. Oh? Basically, the killer uses a special contraption or tool from outside to target the victim inside. You push a switch and it fires a handgun. You shoot an arrow through a gap in the door, something like that. But in this case, that doesn't seem to fit. There are no guns or arrows in the school, and the door doesn't have any gap that would allow it. Yeah, I think we could probably cross that one off the list. The third type is when the killer stays in the room until it is opened up. What do you mean by that? What I said, you dumb idiot. They pretend they showed up along with everyone else in that flat. That sounds like it would have been possible, maybe. The fourth and final type is when it wasn't actually a locked room at all. Not a locked room. By that I mean, there actually is an alternate escape route somewhere within the room. See a lot of knobs and things, but in reality it's generally not possible. Then you think we can cross that one off too? I believe so, yes. So when it comes to locked room mysteries, those are the basics. So there are 4 possibilities. Then, Kyoko, which of those 4 choices seems the most likely in this case? That's a good question. Answering that would be your primary focus during this trial. Well, right now, I can't really say. I see. The way the killer set up the locked room. Until I figure that out, the truth behind Sakura's death will stay hidden. It's definitely a tough mystery. I need to concentrate and investigate as much as I can. For Sakura, if nothing else. Oh, look. A nappy. Looks like some kind of wrapper. Ah, that's... You recognize it, Hina? Well, yeah, I mean, I gave it to her. That's actually that's a candy wrapper. Sakura got super upset when she found out Genocide Jack had attacked me, right? So after we left the nurse's office, I gave it to her. I thought it might help her calm down a little. So I gave that candy to Sakura. I found a big box of it in the warehouse. I really liked them. Actually, as soon as we could get into the warehouse, I took the entire box back to my room. I made sure nobody else could get their hands on them. Really liked them that much? But I wanted Sakura to get a chance to try one for herself. That's why I gave it to her. But now, they've lost all of the flavor. Hina. Polka dot candy wrapper has been added. Theory time. Theory time. Just a second. Where did you say she got the candy? So you give it. Sakura got super upset. Sorry for finding. Right. Yes, it says. Found a big box of it in the warehouse. I really like them. Okay. Theory. Someone knows that that Hina likes these candies, and has gone to the warehouse and poisoned them. Yes, Brenda. That's exactly what I'm thinking. I'm thinking the killer poisoned these candies, intending for Hina to eat them. And because of what happened, Hina ended up passing one of them along to Sakura. They did mention earlier in this chapter that there's a whole bunch of poisons upstairs that are clearly labeled. I do like Hina. My first thought was because Sakura is smiling. So I'm thinking it's like a projected, like a dejected smile, like, huh. Looks like that backfired. So I'm thinking maybe Sakura tried to poison Hina. And then, then she would have recognized the candy. Then, yeah, no, that can't be, because then she would have recognized it. Yeah, it would have to be a third party. Or, my first thought was that Sakura killed herself. And that's why she's smiling. But then how does she get a blunt force trauma on the head? Unless she did that to herself, just to, like, make it seem like someone else did it? It's definitely poison candy, because she vomited blood. And Hina gave her some candy from the storehouse. So I'm 100% sure that someone poisoned the candy, intending for Hina to eat it. because they knew she liked it. And really, the only one who would know Hina that well would be Sakura. But then that doesn't make sense because she would have recognized the rapper. So yeah, it's someone else. I'm also wondering how those two girls on the cover art for the case figure into this, because they're not characters in the game. Anyway, moving on. What's back here? Rose petals? Shards of glass scattered all around the chair. Glass is all red, and these are the top and bottom sections of a bottle, right? Huh? It must have been a bottle. Glass shards on the floor has been added to the truth bullets. Huh? There's something else. Oh? It's a figure. It fits in the palm of my hand. It's a Monokuma figure. Fuck yeah. That's strange. And there's 2 bottles missing from over here. With figures inside them. 4 red bottles. And they all have chess pieces. What I'm wondering is, how'd they get those figures inside the bottles? It's no different from your standard ship in a bottle. Huh? You know, where the bottle's opening is smaller than the boat placed inside. You've never seen that? Want to learn more about big things fitting into small things? Oh, yeah, maybe I have. So this is the Monokuma version of that. A Monokuma bottle, if you will. Nice. I feel like I'm finally starting to make sense of things, little by little. Monokuma bottle sitting on the shelf. The Monokuma figure we found on the ground. The red shards of glass. Which would mean it must have been hit with the Monokuma bottle, right? That's what I'm thinking. The shards of glass on the Monokuma figure are evidence of that. So I think it's safe to say that the Monokuma bottle was the weapon. Question is, where the fuck is the other bottle? Wait, what's this? Protein Sign X. Oh, that's the protein thing that she liked. Some kind of plastic container rolling around near the entrance to the room. Looks like a protein drink and it's empty. Sakura must have drank it. Everyone knows how much she loved her protein. Protein! And she mentioned more than once how protein was good for all sorts of ailments. I wouldn't take that to heart if I were you. I know. Stole this protein can. There's a label on it that says Chem A2. That reminds me, Sakura missed out the chem lab and all kinds of hell stuff. So she must have gotten this from the chem lab. That's strange. What is? Just scattered around the can. Shards of light blue glass. That must be part of the window I broke to get inside. But they're just scattered around the can. They're also underneath it. What does that matter? Can't say for sure yet, but you're probably going to want to take note of it. Because that means the thing was placed after the glass. Important clue. Not sure to see how. But empty protein drink. That is odd. Is there any... Oh, hey. We already know who did it. Byakuya and Sakura hero. It has to be one of them. Then we don't know, you fucking idiot. They couldn't stand the sight of her. You agree with me, don't you, Makoto? Well, I don't want to say anything for sure, but without finding out more. Then let me help you find out more. You can find out these titties. Look, aren't you motivated now? You see, Sakura asked all 3 of them to meet with her. You know where? Right here in the rec room. What? After I went to the nurse's office this morning, Sakura and I both left together, right? Eventually she went off on her own. But when I saw her again after that, she told me, you said she left a note for each of them. She asked to meet her in the rec room by noon. By noon? The Monokuma file said she died right around then. I'm telling you the truth. I heard it from Sakura herself, and I tried to stop her. But she wouldn't listen. He said not to worry, that she just wanted to talk to them. And this is what happened. Cool, if I stopped her by force, even this would have never happened. Hina! Tina! No, don't cry. It's impossible not to have regrets, I know.
Nice.
But the fact that she had asked those three to meet with her. And she asked them to come to the rec room at noon, the same time and place she ended up dying. Might be good to confirm what I just heard with the three of them directly. Hey, Bjark, yeah, what are you doing? What do you want? You're bothering me. There's something I'd like to talk to you about. Murderer says what? What? Got him. Make it quick. Is it true that Sakura asked you to meet her in the rec room? So you found out. Interesting. Then it's true. I did receive a note to that effect, yes. Oh yeah, Sakura died. But what fool would you do what it said and be risk being killed by that monster? So you didn't go see her? Of course not. I ripped the note to shreds and threw it away. I haven't seen Sakura's body. I haven't seen Sakura today at all. Byakuya says he didn't go see her. Is that the truth? Well, until I can prove otherwise, I have no choice but to accept it as a fact. If you're all finished, please remove yourself from my sight. Okay, thanks. Nice. Well, that's why I'm thinking she got fucking poisoned. Like, no one could possibly kill her in physical combat. Mortal Wombat! But, oh wait. Read all about it. But for Sakura to have been killed. Yeah, she's not the type who would go down without a fight. She certainly didn't, I would say. She was the ultimate martial artist. Strong in body, mind and fuck, this is Irish again. Strong in body. Try to... What's like a key British phrase? What is a British thing to say? Mind the gap. She was the ultimate martial artist. Strong in body, mind and spirit. She was the... So how was the killer able to get an upper hand on her? I wonder. Did someone get an upper hand? They must have taken her by surprise, right? Certainly, they would have needed to if they expected to stand any chance against her. Poison! It's poison! For fuck's sake, people. Someone hid in the closet! Huh? The locker's open, and they're on the inside. There's a bunch of cum. It's a handprint? What's the handprint doing there? Looks like someone touched the inside of the locker and left a handprint in the dust. This is quite fresh too. Everybody, compare your hands to this, and we'll have the culprit in no time. I'd say someone was hiding here. I would say someone was hiding here in the locker, and they left behind a little something extra. So then, maybe the killer hid in here until the locked room was open, don't you think? But during all the confusion, they popped out and joined the rest of the group. Unfortunately, that's not a possibility. Huh? Why not? Think back. Before we opened the door, we looked inside the room, right? Oh. I'm knackered. Well, I'm trying to... like a key phrase. Like something longer. That really conveys a British accent. Not much like how... If I want to calibrate myself to speak Irish, I say, "Hoi to toi to toi." Oh, tell me about the potatoes. Oh yeah, and the locker was already open at that point. Yeah. There's no way. Ah, fuck. See, now I did it again. I programmed myself to Irish, and now I'm stuck again. Mind the gap. So there's no way someone could have hidden in there until after we opened the door. I just have to think about Jason Statham. There's no way someone could have hidden in there until after we opened the door. Yeah, so then, what does this handprint mean? It means someone was a nerd and they got shoved in the locker. Oh yeah, we have to... Oh, whoops! We have to look at the blood! That's a blood stain from the magazine shelf. Terrible magazines, I know, right? It must have come from Sakura, right? But that doesn't make sense. Why is it so far away from where she died? She had the world record in long-distance blood vomit. Magazine shelf blood stain. It just means she didn't throw up where she's sitting. And the Monokuma file clearly mentions... Is there anything else? Herself? Sakura drew her last breath, sitting slumped forward in this chair. There's an obvious evidence that blows to the head Sakura suffered. Normally, I wouldn't have any problem believing that's what killed her, but according to the Monokuma file, she had also vomited blood! And I can see traces of blood on her lips for sure. So, what would have caused her to vomit blood? Poisoned candy. Maybe getting hit on her head somehow caused it to start vomiting blood. Not a chance! Byakuya! Adam! However, your eyes have landed on a most interesting location. Interesting? The boobs? Yeah, most interesting, don't you agree? No, I don't think I'd call it interesting. But it does make me wonder. The reason Sakura vomited blood absolutely has to be connected to why she died. What else is left? Fuck. What's this chair? The chair is shut off against the doorknob, so I couldn't get the door open. There's no evidence that any kind of string or mechanism would move the chair. There's no reason to think the chair had anything special done to it. Okay. This door is the only way in or out the rec room. The door doesn't have a lock. There's no evidence. The only notable change to the door is the smashed window, which happened, of course, when I broke it to get inside. There's no evidence that any kind of string or mechanism was used on the door. In other words, I don't see anything suspicious about the door itself. Having examined both the door and the chair, there's no doubt the reason the door didn't open was simply... There's no doubt the reason the door didn't open was simply because the chair was shoved up against it. This kept the doorknob from turning. And the door from opening. And there was no evidence of the door or chair being tampered with or anything like that. So the killer must have created the locked room from the inside. Not from the outside. Nice. Rec room door. Well, Makoto. Well, Makoto, have you finished with your general investigation? Yeah, I think so, for the most part. Then you should probably go talk to the people now. Talk with people now. I'm on guard duty, so I can't leave. Which is why I've decided that you'll go in my place. She's decided. She's gotten a lot more pushy since we had our issue. But she's right. I do have to talk to the outsiders. Sakura wanted to meet with 2 other people. I need to hear what they have to say. Fine. Fuck, why can't it? Those other 2 probably went back to their rooms. Press the doorbell. Ding dong. After a few seconds.
Huh? Who's there?
Ah, the most negative aura I've ever felt. An aura of total decay.
Well, what do you want?
So you're back to normal. Jenna said Jack isn't around anymore.
Don't even say her name. It makes me sick to my stomach. I was in such a good mood too.
Were you? Hey, I was hoping to talk to you about something. It's not a bad time. Obviously annoyed, Toko slithered out into the hall.
What do you want? He said wanting to talk to me about something.
I saw some fan art. There's like a 4th Danganronpa game that's called like Despair Girls. And I think Toko is like a main character in that. And someone said the only reason they made that game was to give her a friend. And that sounds very wholesome. I wanted to talk about the fact that Sakura had asked to meet with you.
What? I don't know what you're talking about.
Byaki already told me she asked to meet with him.
What? She wanted to meet with Master too? I just said 2, didn't I?
Well, I kind of want to, but I have no idea what kind of game it is.
I guess now it's totally obvious, huh?
Yeah, pretty much. So, can you tell me about it?
I admit, I did get the note, but I can't read. I didn't go see her. I was scared, so couldn't bring myself to go.
Togo claims she didn't go to see her, but can I really believe her? Well, if it wasn't for the fact that she's a dual personality murdering psychopath, then sure, I could believe her. I'm not sure it's project, but that's fact. Is that good enough? Then I'm going back to my room. With that, Toko quickly retreated into her room. Toko's account. Nice. Where the... Oh, big hair guy. That's what I need to talk to. Hey there. Hey there, big boy. Press the doorbell. Ding dong. A few seconds. There he is. What's up, Makoto? Did you need something? Yeah, actually, I just wanted to check something. It's about how Sakura wanted to meet with you.
How'd you know about that?
What? Did you maybe gaze into my soul? Have your special abilities awakened in you? But I'm not the only one she wanted to meet with. Ogre told me herself that she asked Byaki and Toko to come too. What? When did Sakura tell you that? Oh, well, when I went to meet with her. But didn't she write you a note? Yeah, note. She gave it to me in person, and she happened to mention the others, like in passing. I gotta be honest, this is super suspicious. So, oh my god, my neck. Oh. So then you went and met with. Went and met with Sakura? No way! I totally didn't. Why would I ever do that? Yeah, definitely suspicious. Last time I saw Ogre was when Hina got hurt, and I took her to the nurse's office.
I haven't seen her since then.
While I'm here, could you show me the note she gave you? Oh, do I still have it? Let's see. It's fitting around his pockets. Ah, sorry. Looks like I don't have it anymore. With a big, goofy smile on his face, he pulled his hands back out of his pockets. But when he did, I saw something floated to the ground. Something had fallen out of Hiro's pocket. A candy wrapper. Ah! Quick as the wind, Hiro snatched it back up again. And shoved it back into his pocket. Mama. Sorry, that's a condom wrapper. That's really embarrassing. Sorry. It's a bit of trash I forgot to throw out. Trash?
Anyway, I can't deny that Ogre asked me to meet with her. But I never went. So, well, if you'll excuse me.
But before waiting for a reply, Hiro quickly slipped back into his room. Hiro said it was just trash, but there's no way that's all there was to it. Nice. Pocket trash. Okay, so I've heard from Toko and Hiro. What next? I'll definitely have to look at the actual crime scene again. But on top of that, maybe I should go find out about the protein can we found on the floor in the rec room. I'm sure it must have come from the chem lab. So, where should I start? Well, the chem lab, obviously. Why? Oh, there we go. Finally. Yes. Music room, headmaster, office. There it is. Wait, oops, fuck. Choo! Meow. Makoto, did you have your eye on the chem lab too? Just make sure you don't get in my way. Yeah, I got it. I think what you meant to say was yes, sir, I understand. Fuck you! God, you're the most unlikable character in the world. This is my first time seeing this shelf, but I just can't get over how big it is. I should probably take a closer look at it. Oh, fuck. What? Looks like 3 shelves have been connected together, but more importantly right now, what's that powder that's been spilled in front of the shelf? I have to be careful not to step in it, like someone else fucking did. These are footprints? They're only in front of the left shelf. How do these footprints relate to the scene as a whole? We may need to sketch out the floor plan. By we, do you mean me? How kind of you to offer? With an insufferable smirk, he handed me a piece of paper and a pen. Well, let's go, Chop Chop. Okay. So I got to work, and before long, I'd drawn up a sketch of the room. So how's this? Not bad, for you, I mean. For me? So when you look at it like this, interesting. It would appear that whoever left these footprints only had business in the leftmost shelf. They came in, went straight for that shelf, did whatever they had to do, and left. That's what the footprints tell me. Okay, fucking genius. God, you're so smart. These footprints must be... Makoto, are they yours? No! Okay, let me see the shoes. You'll confirm the size for myself. Couldn't think of a reason not to, so I quietly did what Byakuya said. I see, your feet do appear to be too big. So it was a girl. Unfortunately, I must admit these are not your footprints. Fortunately? But with how clear these prints are, it should be quite easy to determine who they do belong to. These footprints provide a really valuable clue. I think they look quite big, don't they? Oh, what do we have here? Oh, would you fucking look at that? It looks like the poison bottle is kind of fucking identical to the Monokuma bottle. It's a broken bottle from the shelf. This all the powder came from. C4. Would you like to hear something interesting? I was on the 4th floor this morning checking things out, and at that point this room wasn't like this. Then this porter must have been spilled. That's right, it could only have been around the time of the incident. If that really is when it happened, it must have related to the case somehow. Source of the powder. The powder. There's a bunch of yellow powder scattered on the floor. I should probably take a good hard look at that powder. It's a bunch of yellow powder. It's also remains a broken bottle. Looks like Chem C4. Looks like someone left footprints in the powder. Based on the positioning of the prints, according to Byakuya, the powder would have been spilled right around the time of the incident. That's all I can tell for now. Nice. What is in this one? Let's see. What's on this shelf? Poisons. There are all kinds of dietary supplements and different medicines. The protein drink you found in the rec room probably came from this shelf. That was Chem A2. All the containers on the shelf are labeled with the letter A and a number. Except for one, which is poisonous. So I guess I consider this part of shelving unit section A. Oh, but wait! There's one bottle that's labeled Chem C9. Could someone have put here an accident? And this shelf is a bunch of C9 poisons, powerful chemicals, labeled with letter C and a number. Section C. No one cares about B. And so on this shelf looks like a bunch of chemicals, and I have no idea what they are. They are reagents. Put simply, they are used in experiments to bring out a chemical reaction. How have you lived in such ignorance for so long? It must truly be bliss. Isn't that kind of harsh? What? You think studying science and mathematics has no practical application in the real world? The words of a lifelong loser, which I suppose suit you well. Fuck you! Eat this powder, test it, see if it's poisonous. All the containers on this shelf are labeled with the letter B and a number. So I guess I can say shelf B. In which case, I don't think I have to worry too much about this shelf. I should try to find out more about the shelving unit. It looks like it's split into 3 sections. A is dietary supplements, B is reagents, C is poisons. Sakura must have gotten protein powder from A. What concerns me is this is a bottle from C. But was What was the bottle of poison from section C during in section A? B for Brenta. That's right. There's definitely something going on here. Chem lab shelf. There has to be something to do with the shape and color of the C4 bottle being the same as the Monokuma bottles. I mean, it's just gotta, you know? Whoops. Why can't I teleport? Why? Why? Oh, for fuck's sake. Whoops. I'm so used to playing Switch now, I keep messing up what's A and B. Can I do it now? Please. Wait, whoops. Is this? No, that's a classroom. Wait, where is the rec room? Is it on the 3rd floor?
No.
So Makoto, how's your investigation going? I told Kyoko and Toko and Hiro had told me. I see. So along with Byakuya, they're both claiming they didn't go see her. But it's all too convenient. Someone must have been lying. Someone's lying? That's impossible. Next you're gonna tell me that someone's killing all these people. Well, I've made some progress of my own. Sakura's body, the shelf of magazines, and the Monokuma bottles. These 3 things have revealed new clues. You'd do well to look at them one more time. Okay. I think Kyoko said new clue Monokuma bottle. Fuck. Something new. There's 2 missing. So, did you figure it out? There's a hidden correlation between all the bottles. Pay careful attention. Correlation. It's the fucking chess pieces. Hey, Kyoko. Can't you just tell me what it is? I don't mind guiding you towards clues, but giving you my conclusion isn't a good idea. Each person needs to come up with their own conclusion so that everyone can have confidence in the outcome. And it's not just because you don't trust me, right? No. No answer? I do trust you to a degree. Otherwise, I wouldn't have told you anything to begin with. Tee-hee-hee. Only to a degree. Monokuma bottle. It's been updated. I'd like to do an experiment to confirm it. You don't mind helping me, right? An experiment? Could you gather up all the pieces of the broken Monokuma bottle? Try to get the smaller pieces too. Huh? You're sure it's okay to mess with the crime scene like that? I've already done a thorough investigation. So it's fine. That obnoxious Byakuya is not here, so... Anyway, I need to get something from the chem lab. While I'm gone, try to gather up all the glass. With that, Kyoko left the room. I don't really know what it's about, but what choice do we have? Better just do it. I took the broom and dustpan and got to work like the broken puzzle pieces. And just as I finish up, sorry to keep you waiting. Is everything ready? Then let's get to work. So what kind of experiment are we doing? Got a scale from the chem lab. We're going to use it to compare the weights. Compare the weights? Of what? What the fuck do you think, you fucking idiot? What did I just have you scoop up? That's the point of the experiment. It'll make sense when we're done. First, let's compare the weight of 2 of the normal Monokuma bottles. It's balanced, which means each Monokuma bottle weighs about the same, which makes sense. Monokuma figures inside are basically the same, and nothing else could really affect the weight. Here comes the important part. Put all the pieces you picked up on the side of the scale. Now, what might we expect to see? Well, a normal assumption would be either they'll balance out or the pieces I collected will be lighter. I did my best to get them all, but there's a chance I could have missed some here and there. Okay, let's give it a try. It's gotta be heavier, because it's a fucking physics bottle. Broken pieces are heavier? How's that possible? Just as I thought. What? Result of our experiment and the correlation between each of the bottles. Put it all together, and I believe you'll arrive at one very persuasive conclusion. So what do you think? It's all on you. Nice. I'm gonna come a bottle experiment. What else did I have to look at? Cool, I gave that to Sakura. She got super upset when she found out Jen said Jack attack. Right. So after we left the nurse's office, I gave it to her. I thought it might help calm her down a little. There's some kind of plastic container. It looks like a protein drink and it's empty. Yeah, she's scattered around the can. Oh, we already talked about this. What else did I have to look at? Results put it all together. Leave one mere perspective. So what is it? What do you think it is? There's apparently an important secret hidden there. Okay, cool. Hey Sakura, how are you doing? Something discovered Sakura's body. Just staring off into. Ah, fuck! I'm doing it again. Call to battle. Just staring off into space isn't going to help you figure anything out. Well, yeah, I know, but don't you think you might need to actually examine the body? There's no getting around it. Unlike me, Kyoko didn't recall at the thought of touching a dead body. She was completely something. It's the kind of thing I've grown perversely used to. Although there are still some times I can't believe how calm you are. No matter how many times I see a dead body, I can't get used to it. That's totally normal. Then how can you? I imagine it's because I've had plenty of opportunities to touch dead bodies in the past. What? Sorry, never mind. That was a weird thing to say, I realized that. More importantly, look here. Someone spilled mustard on her shoes. The yellow powder in her step. Her instep. Yeah, it really stands out. That powder is clue number 1. Fuck yeah, yellow powder. Next is the wound on her head. Look carefully. Actually, even telling you that, it's incredibly difficult to spot, so let me just explain. It would appear she didn't suffer a single blow, but instead received 2 blows to the head. 2 blows? Interesting, wouldn't you say? And there's one more interesting thing. Both of her hands were spotless. There's absolutely no trace of blood on either one. So that's what I learned from examining her body in detail. Nice. I can't believe she was able to learn all that just by looking at her body. And what a body. I don't think anyone but Kyoko could have pulled that out. Can I look at these bottles again? Give me the close-up. They don't look all that different. I'm trying to see if you could tell if one of them is made of thicker glass. The way they're drawn, I feel like the one on the right is more opaque. No. But other than that, what the fuck is the hidden correlation? The one that was smashed on the floor was heavier because it looks exactly like a poison bottle. Bing bong. Pool table. Can I? Can I not even look at it? Whoops. What else was there? Oh, blood splatter? Kyoko said the magazine shelf was hiding a clue. Clue. Huh? This magazine is upside down. Well, you know what? It would actually make sense that it's something as obvious as the chess pieces. The one smashed on the floor was the knight. So that means something else is missing. Probably the queen or the king. I think the queen was gone. Huh? This magazine is upside down. Did someone put it back the wrong way on accident? What does it say? Karuto ladies. Miss Muscle appears. Okay, it's a muscle magazine. Yeah, you're right. I picked up the murder magazine. Ah, damn it. This is one of the pages near the center of the magazine. A white and written blood. Bold bloody letters. Toko. That's... Oh. Could this be a dying message? Twice in one game? Then it would appear... Fuck. Then it would appear you found it. Kyoko, is this? It is indeed a dying message. Someone used their finger to write it. A dying message. But her hands were spotless. Just to be clear, I'm not the one who put it back upside down. It was already like that when I found it a little while ago. I made sure to put it back exactly as I found it, for the benefit of others who might come looking. Hey, that's Toko, right? Yeah, looks like it. Then she's the killer, right? Well, it hasn't been confirmed yet. It's settled. She's the killer for sure. Shut up, Hina. You're being hysterical. Smacks her. Pull yourself together! That's conclusive evidence, right? Because it's according to the killer. I can see where you think that, but it just seems too easy. Except for in the first case, where it was not too easy. Dying message. Ding dong bing. Okay, finally. Fucking trial time. Yes! Let's do this! Oops! You caught me slipping. Your investigation was just so boring. I couldn't stay awake. Should I do it? Is it okay? Can I? Can I? Okay, then let's begin the class trial. You know what you meet, right? Please go through the red door. Boo-hoo-hoo. See you soon. It's already time, but the mystery of the locked room is still only half solved. No, whatever happens, I have to make something happen. I was quaking in my boots, like this. I was like a Hitachi magic wand. I couldn't stop shaking. Monokuma made this announcement, and everyone began to meet up. I had so few people left. The ultimate martial artist, smiley face. A locked room murder mystery, wink. What the? Oh, I've just recently discovered the power of emoticons. Like, no matter how awful something is, if you're tossing a smiley face, it turns positive. For example, you're at a picnic and you find a dead body, XD. This is just plain creepy. And how about the reverse? No matter how great something is, if you put it in a sad face, it makes it look super negative. For example, do you have 100 friends? Crying. He's right. That does make it seem sad. Holy shit. This bear is so smart. Now then, please get on the elevator. Wonky face. I'll see you all down there. This is great. Woo. What the hell was that? I don't get it. I don't get you guys. How can you act so casual after murdering someone? I don't think I'm acting casual. I mean, I didn't murder anyone. That's great. Yeah, I'm completely innocent. How dare you call me a murderer? Whatever. Either way, the truth will be revealed soon enough. Because there can be no doubt one of us is the culprit. The killer. The one that murdered Sakura. Oh, she was stronger than anyone I know. And yet, someone killed her. Come on, it's time to put an end to this. Let's all go die. I made my way toward the elevator, but with each step I took, I felt like I was moving further and further away from my goal. I could feel a chilling fear running through me, trying to make me rot from the inside out. I was one step closer to the edge, and I'm about to break. No matter how many times I go through this, it never gets any easier. We climbed onto a steel prison in total silence. Byakuya, I see your cock is as big as mine. We watched the doors close and felt it begin its sinister descent. Would you show me your cock? I'll show you my cock. Chaos control! And as suddenly as always, bing! The ride was over. The doors opened once again. Just the 6 of you, huh? Really? That's so few. You must be so lonely. You said that like it's not your fault whereas all is left. I wonder, will the class trial end with one less classmate again? Or will your school life come to an end completely? Now then, are we ready to begin? You know the drill. Find your assigned seats. And so the curtain opened for the 4th time. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal, a deadly riddle, deadly offense, deadly class trial. Save yes, please. Did I get any new skills? What's this? Increase the focus gauge by 2. Effective during the class trial. Sure. Lost the thought. Increase time limit. Oh, okay, no. Cool and composed. Steadies your aim. Nah. What else do I have? Focus gauge recovers quicker, I mean. Increases damage. Sure. Vocabulary. Increases bullet capacity. Alright. Let's just, you know what, I have skill points. I can just go fucking nuts with skills. Finish. All rise. Let's begin with a basic explanation. Oh, not this again. Figure out who done it. I'll punish. We all know deja vu. The one who killed Sakura is one of the people that hated her. Byakuya, Toko, or Hiro. It was one of you. You know what? I'm betting that Hina has been labeled the Blackened because she gave Sakura the poison candy, but it wasn't actually Hina who poisoned the candy. So this is gonna end with Hina being executed for being the Blackened, even though she didn't do it on purpose. That's what I'm guessing. I had nothing to do with it. Yeah, I never killed someone. No way. I don't want to hear his stupid excuses. Hina seems really sure that one of those 3 is the killer. She must have some reason for believing that. Make your argument. Aoi's account. It's one of you. One of you killed Sakura. What reason do you have for saying so? Because all of you had a motive. You hated her. Is that it? That doesn't make any sense. Is that the only reason you have for accusing us? That's low. It's not the only reason. Because Aoi's account. Yep. Moving on. Bam! Counter! Break. Another reason you suspect them is because Sakura wanted to meet with them, right? Yeah, that was right before she died. There's no doubt about it. One of those 3 killed her. Okay, I disagree with Hina. She's just too cute. There's a good reason to suspect them. Then does that mean one of them did it? But can you spell the word poison? Pocket trash. The fact that Sakura wanted to meet with all three of them. There's no way it's not suspicious. One of you is absolutely guilty! Don't deny she wanted to meet with us, but I never went to see her.
I didn't either.
BAM! Then why did you have the same candy wrapper? Hero? When we were talking before, you dropped a small piece of paper, remember? Also white, with red polka dots. What's that got to do with anything? Red polka dots? That's gotta be the wrapper from the candy I gave Sakura. No, it's ever since we got into the warehouse, I totally monopolized that entire box of candy. So there's no way a single one of them was left in the warehouse. In that case, Hero, where did you get that piece of candy? From Sakura. Still an explanation. Well, I mean, yeah, sure, I got it from her, but she gave it to me forever ago. It doesn't have anything to do with what happened to her. When? When did she give it to you? The last time you saw Sakura was when Hina had to go to the nurse's office, right? Yeah, it must have got it sometime before then. That sounds like a fucking liar. Because Sakura could only have gotten the candy after the incident. And the reason is Sakura loved candy too much to share. I'm not sure about that, Hero. Hina didn't actually give Sakura the candy till after she left the nurse's office. So if that was the last time you saw her, there's no reason she should have had the candy. Damn it! I mean, what I meant was, that's right, I did meet up with her in the rec room. You got a problem with that? Why the sudden hostility? We just talked, that's all. I didn't do anything. You gotta believe me. You're acting incredibly suspicious. You're acting incredibly suspicious. No, you! It's not the normal it's not just normal hostility. You're the real culprit. I even have proof! Huh? Proof? What are you talking about? I'm talking about her shining message! What would a shining message even be? At the scene of the crime, she had written out Toko in her own blood, right? It was a dying message, just like what you guys were talking about with Sayaka. That's true, I saw her myself. See, Toko did it. What are you saying? No way, it didn't do it. You just don't know when you're beat, do ya? Hero, hold on, you're a lying sack of shit. You're not even doing a good job acting it. When did you see that? When did you see that dying message of hers? Huh? Well, when we found Ogre's body. Duh. But if you recall, Hina was very adamant about keeping you away from the scene of the crime. So it's hard to believe that when you actually saw the message for yourself. Huh? Hold on. But when Kyoko found the magazine with the dying message in it, it was... Kyoko, you found the magazine on the magazine shelf, right? That's right. Looking through the shelf, I found the magazine with the dying message on it. I found it right where the scene of the crime, after we'd started the investigation. That's true, that what Hero just said doesn't really make sense, does it? Doesn't make sense? What doesn't make sense? Everything I said makes perfect sense. That's definitely something strange about it. Kyoko found the dying message during the investigation, in which case, that's clearly contradictory what Hero told us. Fuck you, Hero! Dying message.
私がダイイングメッセージを見つけたのは捜査が始まった後だったわ。雑誌棚の中から雑誌を取り出してそこでダイイングメッセージに気づいたのか。
これがどうしたんだって？なんもおかしくねえって。
He said he saw the dying message when he first found the body, but at that time, where was the magazine?
俺がダイイングメッセージを見つけたのは
Well, the problem is I don't know when to shoot this.
オーガの死体を発見した時だべ
Oh, here. No, what? What's wrong? I say something weird? Ah, fuck me!
俺がダイイングメッセージオーガの死体を
私がダイイングメッセージを見捜査が始まった後だった。雑誌棚の中から雑誌を取り出した。
What? Oh my god, do I have to grab one of them? For fuck's sake.
オーガの死体を
私がダイイングメッセージ捜査が始まった後だ。
Oh my god. I'm getting the anger sweats. This is not difficult. Why does it have to make it so difficult?
私がダイイングメッセージを見つけたのは捜査が始まった後だったわ。雑誌棚の中から雑誌を取り出した。そこでダイイング
俺がなんもおかしくねえって
俺がダイイングメッセージを見つけたのはオーガの死体を発見した時だべ
No! Fuck!
私がダイイングメッセージを捜査が始まった雑誌棚の中から雑誌を取り出した。そこでダイイング
俺がなんも
俺がダイイングメッセージを見つけたのはオーガの死体を発見した時だべ
私がダイイングメッセージ
Oh my god, I'm gonna kill myself.
捜査が始まった
Why is this such a pain in the ass?
そこでダイイング
俺がなんもおかしくねえって
俺がダイイングメッセージを見つけたのはオーガの死体を発見した時だべ
私がダイイングメッセージを見つけたのは
What?
始まった後だったわ。雑誌棚の中から雑誌を取り出してそこでダイイング
俺がなんもおかしくねえって
俺がダイイングメッセージを見つけたのはオーガの死体を発見した時だべ
My god. There's literally no time.
捜査が始まった雑誌棚の中から雑誌を取り出してそこでダイイング
俺がなんもおかしくねえって
俺がダイイングメッセージを見つけたのはオーガの死体を発見した時だべ
Finally! Fuck!
大神さんの死体が発見された時
When Sakura's body was found, the magazine was sitting on the shelf nearby. That's where Kyoko found it after we began the investigation. And you weren't in the murder scene, so there's no way you could have seen it then! Gaha! Tell us the truth, hero. When did you see the message? Hold on, you're focusing on the wrong part. What does it matter when I saw it? All you gotta do is read the Vienna sausage. Poker left us. What? Is that their way to try and misread dying message as Vienna sausage? No, the killer is Toko. I don't need to know where to begin with that one. He's just trying to confuse us. Actually, can we even be sure Sakura wrote that message in the first place? Yeah? I think we can all agree that Olga wrote that message. 100% without a doubt she wrote it. And this is me talking, so you know it's true. That a doubt? No, I absolutely do doubt it. There's no way. Clean hands. Oh no. Oh no.
証拠あんのかって俺の占いは3割当たるオカルトは信じねえんだ証拠あんのかって俺の占いは3割当たるオカルトは信じねえんだ世紀末だべ証拠あんのかって俺の占いは3割当たるオカルトは信じねえんだ証拠あんのかって俺の占いは3割当たるオカルトは信じねえんだ
Huh? Too much shit is going on. Oh my god. I hate that minigame. It's the worst one.
ここで諦めたりしないぞ。
God, it sucks. So much going on at the same time. And then the beat becomes invisible. Oh my god.
これで証明するよ。大神さんがあのダイイングメッセージを書いたとは考え
I am completely unconvinced that Sakura wrote that dying message. Because if you look at it, the message was almost certainly written using a finger, but both of her hands were completely free of blood. Say what? Then, who did write it? Hiro. Hiro could very well have written it himself. That would explain how he knew about the message in the first place. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. Ah, he admits it. I figured as much. But why would you write something like that? Because I killed her. You're admitting to killing her? Please, just let me explain what happened. I got Ogre's note, so I headed to the rec room right before noon, just like it said. You just did exactly as the note asked. What a fool. When I got there... Sorry, but do you mind waiting? I asked a couple of other people to meet as well. Okay. Would you like a piece of candy? It might help give you some energy. Oh, sure, thanks. And that's all she said. After that, we just stood around in awkward silence. Suddenly I heard her mutter something. This is it. I'm going to end it today. I'm going to end everything. As soon as I heard that, I just knew. I knew she was going to try and kill me. She was going to kill me and make her escape. So of course I freaked out, and then I conked her over the head. I saw my only chance. I grabbed Monokuma bottle from the shelf and smashed it across her head. I hit her from behind before she had any idea what was happening. Then she just went limp. I didn't see her move again after that. Once it was over, I pulled myself together. I realized that if I didn't do something, I'd be caught and executed. So I wrote Toko's name in blood across the magazine on the table. And I ran away. I can't believe you. You're the worst. I hope you die. Well, that's what happened. Go ahead. Roast me. Boil me. Do whatever you want. You gotta get off that easy. It's death. Death for the one that killed Sakura. We're ready to vote now, right? We know who did it. No, I think there's more to Hiro's story. What are you talking about? What else could there be? There's one thing that Hiro's story just doesn't explain. And until we figure that part out, we can't consider the case closed. So what is the Hiro did makes sense? That's true. Everything you just said, it doesn't explain why the magazine was hidden, does it? Huh? By the time the body was discovered, the magazine had been picked up and put on the shelf. Why would you take the time to write that message and then stick it somewhere where we might not find it? Oh, well, I didn't hide it. I'm sure I left it sitting there on the table. Really? He's lying. He's gotta be lying. Easy. Sakura ate poisoned candy. He knocked her over the head. She passes out. He writes the note in some blood, whatever. Like, she's probably spitting up some blood at this point. Writes the note in it, leaves it on the table. She gets up later, puts the magazine back, and vomits blood on the floor. And then goes back and sits down and dies. He's gotta be lying.
すでに犯行を自白しているのに
I don't see any reason he would lie now. After already confessing to the crime.
嘘じゃない
Then he's not lying? Assuming he's telling the truth, someone else must have put the magazine back on the shelf. In other words, at least one other person in the rec room. I don't think there's any question about that. Then who was it? In the trouble hiding the magazine. They must not have liked what's written on it. Someone who didn't like. Why can't I pick Sakura? I mean, it must be Toko, then. It's be Toko, right? What? Who else would want to hide the magazine other than the person whose name was written on it? Is he right, Toko? Did you really go to the rec room? Why would I have? Wait, what's more important? That doesn't have to even matter. We already know who did it, right? You just admitted it. That's right, I killed her. No, you didn't. Who asked you? I don't doubt Hiro attacked Sakura with the bottle, but that's not where this case ends. What do you mean? What he means is that Hiro isn't the killer.
何言ってん
You
の
can't be serious. It's just, I don't believe it.
もう一度
Hiro, tell us what happened one more time.
そうすればはっ
If you go through it once more, it should become clear he's not Sakura's killer.
それで
And so, what do you want me to do? Just tell us what happened one more time when you attacked Sakura.
なんかわからんけど
I don't really see why, but okay. I haven't reached the end of the case just yet. Hiro isn't the real killer. And I have to prove that. Okay, yeah. I don't want to do it. Want to, but I did it. Got the Monokuma bottle.
オーガの背後から不意の一撃を食らわしたんだ
不意の一撃ってことは
She's been hit twice.
一回なのね
殴ったのは一回だ
Bam.
それは違う
Break.
葉隠れ
Mortal Kombat. Dun 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 dun.
傷が2つだったことの説明
Sakura died from Hiro's single blow. That doesn't explain why she has 2 head wounds. Huh? 2? That's right.
彼女の
She had 2 separate wounds on her head.
死体を触るの
I remember, this girl examines dead bodies as a hobby. Personally, I'm inclined to believe her.
でも
But I only hit her once. How could she have 2 wounds? 2 wounds means she was struck twice. What's more, both attacks must have come from a Monokuma bottle. Hold on. How can you know that? Just from some cuts on her head.
2回もあっ
She
たの
was attacked twice with 2 Monokuma bottles.
頭の傷だけじゃ
It's not just because of the head wounds.
モノクマボトル
It's also because of the Monokuma bottles themselves.
あのモノクマボ
There's
トル
something very suspicious about those bottles.
その不思議
Once you understand that point, you'll understand why 2 separate Monokuma bottles must have been used.
思い
Because 2 is missing.
事件後の娯楽室の棚に
Think back, after the incident, there were 4 Monokuma bottles on the shelf, right? So what's left here? There's the pawn, rook, bishop, and I think that's the king. So knight and queen are gone. And knight was on the floor.
すると床に
We found pieces of a bottle on the ground, along with the chess piece it had
葉隠
inside.
れ君が大神さんを殴打
That was the bottle Hiro hit Sakura with, right? That's right.
あの現場
For now,
4本のモ
just
ノ
note
ク
that
マ
there
ボ
were
トル
4 intact bottles and 1 broken bottle.
でも
But originally there were 6 bottles in total, meaning 1 was gone missing.
モノクマボト
How can you know for sure there were 6 bottles? That's easy.
ルあのモノクマボ
If
ト
you
ル
look at what the bottles all had in common, it should become clear. Find the cap. The correlation between the Monokuma bottles, I feel like it's starting to become clear. The connection must be, it's the object. Oh my god, is this for fucking 6-year-olds? No, are you kidding me? Can you spell the word chess piece? What da? そっかわかったぞ
そうだ
そうだ That's it, the chess pieces. I got it, guys! Inside each bottle, there was a Monokuma figure holding different chess pieces. King, rook, bishop, pawn. I definitely remember seeing each of those. And the piece that was inside the broken bottle we found was the knight, if I remember. So, what's that matter? I guess you don't know much about chess, do you? Then let me explain. In chess, there are 6 different pieces. The king, the... Oh my god. What was left of the crime scene? God, this is so unimportant. Jesus Christ, on the floor is the ground. Oh, this is knight. Ah, so the queen is missing! So we only have evidence for 5 bottles of the casino. There's one apparently missing. What does chess have to do with anything? Yes, Shoki is way better. Yeah, wait, no, that's not what I meant. That's funny. Yeah, I mean, no. Fuck. So, let's say a bottle did go missing. There's still no evidence that has anything to do with the case. That bottle could have disappeared any time before the murder. No, it's clear that the missing bottle is connected to the case. How is it clear? Think about it. The state the missing bottle must have been in. Maybe then you'll understand. Right. Then the bottle that was missing. It was excited. It was completely intact. It was broken. Because the broken pieces weighed more than an intact bottle. So there was more pieces. Bottle must have been broken. What makes you so sure? Of course, there was evidence at the scene that supports it. Huh? That's right. We found evidence. What is this evidence? See, I thought it had been switched out with the chemistry bottle, and that's why it was heavier, but it's because it's the remains of 2 different bottles. Earlier, Coco and I did a little experiment, if you know what I mean. It doesn't have anything to do with anything. I just wanted to brag. That's right. We did anal. That's right. Butt stuff. We compared the weight of a broken bottle piece at the scene to one of the unbroken bottles. And it weighed more. The piece was heavier. And the reason for that is... there was actually more than 1 bottle's worth of shattered glass. What? So from this, we can assume... Mind the gap. So from this, we can surmise the 2 bottles were actually broken at the scene of the crime. But someone did their best to clean up the pieces of one of the bottles. Along with the figure inside. It kind of dips into Irish or Scottish sometimes. But when they did, they must have left behind a few too many pieces. Which is only natural. They certainly had no way to measure the exact right number of pieces to remove. But why would they have to try to get rid of that like that anyway? So what it would reveal about the case? There could be no doubt that the second missing Monokuma bottle is involved in this case. It must have been used by... someone who was hiding in the closet. The bottle that was removed from the scene was used by the second Irish attack. The second one attack came from the second bottle. Mind the gap. Given all the evidence, that is the only possible conclusion. The killer wanted to make it look like there was only 1 attack, so they had to get rid of all their evidence. From there, we can conclude that it wasn't Hiro who delivered the final blow, the second blow. Would you agree, Toko? What? And there's the matter of the magazine. He must have been in the rec room when the incident took place. No, wait. I admit there was a second attack, but there's no evidence that had anything to do with it. No way. You killed her. I'm sure of it. Shut up. Until 2 seconds ago, you were claiming you killed her. I'm not afraid to admit if I'm wrong. That's just the kind of guy I am. Plus, I just remembered something that proves it. Okay, fine. Let's hear it. It was right after I got Ogre's note. I was kind of nervous about it, so I went to the rec room early, you know. Just stake it out or whatever. I was waiting there. When I saw her, I saw Toko go into the rec room. It did. Pretty soon, Ogre showed up and she went in the rec room. I assumed Toko was still in there, so I figured everything would be okay. That's why I headed in. I got inside. Ogre was all alone. Toko disappeared. Just not sharing that. After the second thing, I killed everyone and someone. I forgot all about it. Someone tighten those screws in his brain. I think they've come loose.
So, Toko, what the hell did you disappear to? You don't know what you're talking about. I never went in the rec room.
I'm sure she didn't disappear. But maybe she found somewhere to hide. Hiding in the rec room? Don't be ridiculous. Why are you getting up at me? You're all nothing but vermin. So I'm still predicting that this is gonna be pinned on Hina somehow, because she gave Sakura the poison candy. So what I'm betting right now is that everyone here is gonna be implicated. Like all the 3 people Hina says did it are all gonna be implicated in the murder, and then it's all gonna come back to Hina. Maybe proof that shows Toko was hiding in the rec room. And I have it. She left there in order to find. A new element has been added to bullet time. Oh my god, really? My head hurts already. Sure. Found start with a second thought. Of now you're gonna have to pay a little extra attention to the finishing blow. You'll have to choose the proper truth bullet to use during the coup de grace. Coup de grace. You'll select it the same way as non-stop debate. Oh, by the way, you're about halfway through the game now. Go you! Well, holy shit, a game that just tells you? Halfway through? There's so few people left. How the fuck can this be halfway? BAM! Die! Did you know someone left a handprint on the inside of the locker? They must have been hiding in there and put their hand on the wall while thinking. Stinky little hands like yourself. Like your own, Toko. That's right. You have smelly hands. Okay then, let's just compare it to your hands, shall we? And I'll clear everything up, right? Yeah! Stop wasting my time, just tell us the truth. Okay. Okay, it's my handprint. Dang, she just straight up admitted it. Then you killed Sakura. No, I swear there's no way. Out with it. I probably did kill her. This is amazing. Her voice actor is incredible. Wait, what do you mean probably? Give us the details, Toko. Mind the gap. What happened between you and Sakura? Talk now. After I read Sakura's note, I decided to go there early, so I went into the rec room. I didn't know what she might do if I didn't go, but I was too scared to face her head on. So I figured I'd just sneak in first and hide in the locker. Then, did you see what happened? Did you see what happened? Did you see me hit her? Yes. And I saw you write my name. I saw you forge her dying message. Well, that's awkward. So after he left, I jumped out of the locker. I put the magazine back on the shelf. When you did, you put it back upside down. I didn't mean to. I was in a hurry. Imbeciles, all of you. Forget all that. Why did you attack Sakura? After I put the magazine back, I heard a sound behind me. Like a monster growling. When I turned around. Oh man. There was Sakura, covered in blood, and staring right at me. When I saw all that blood, I fainted, right there in front of all the magazines. I don't remember what happened after that. If you want to know more, you'll have to ask her. Her? You mean? Achoo!
Guess who's back? It was your fault, after all. My fault, Master's fault, we're all faults combined. This soar even greater heights.
Just answer the question. Did you kill Sakura? Well, to be honest, Miss Morose and me don't actually share memories.
So I can't really say what was going on. But I was just minding my own business, sleeping peacefully when someone shook me awake. Was it a prince paying me a visit, I wondered? So I opened my eyes to see.
I like her too.
Splatter everywhere! I was not prepared for that! And well, I guess it took me by surprise. I got so startled and smacked her with the first thing I could find, which I guess was a bottle!
Sakura's just worried about you, and you're terrible! Hidoyo!
No, she's terrible. Thanks to her, I murdered someone who was an adorable boy for the first time ever.
When it was all over, you collected pieces of the bottle to get rid of the evidence, didn't you?
I was about to die for some woman. I'm gonna go down once me for killing Master.
Just go away and die your meaningless death alone. Don't drag me into it.
But I can't just catch a break, you know. Fate's got it out for me. Because normally Sakura could have been able to dodge my attack, no problem.
Even as strong as she is, she must have still been reeling from Hiro's attack. Hey, come on, that's, you know. But anyway, I'm not the one to kill Ogre, so that's good. Keep talking like that, and he's gonna... Well then, that's that. Let's start the vote. Huh? I thought for sure you'd have some words for Hiro on that one. What's wrong? Let's go. Come on, everyone. We're ready to vote, right? Let's do this. I think Hina knows she kinda did it, and that's why she's so eager to vote. Or maybe she's just in her head. Huh? Not yet? Why not yet? Don't you think there was something odd about Toko's story? I mean, you hadn't noticed. Odd, huh? He was attacking and Toko's. That wasn't all the end of it. It wasn't? Tell your story one more time. Tell us what happened after you fainted. Then even this gaggle of idiots should understand what I'm talking about. Oh my god.
Your wish is my command, darling.
It's not over yet, is it? The one who killed Sakura is... yellow powder. I was just sleeping peacefully, and all of a sudden Sakura was right there in front of me. I remember waking up right in front of a magazine shelf. Ogre covered in blood. We smashed her head in with the Monokuma bottle. You got it! I smashed her good! Where did the attack take place? Right where I... oh. Bam. He was sitting in a chair. We found Sakura sitting upright in a chair. If the blow by this shelf was the cause of death, there's no explanation why she was in that chair. So you finally noticed. That's just another lie from a bloodthirsty serial killer. Are you sure you didn't attack her while she was sitting in the chair? No, I'm sure she's telling the truth. Anyone who saw the murder scene should think the same way. That has to be it. The evidence that proves there's an attack from the magazine shelf. All the blood? No, but that's where she vomited blood. Sakura was definitely attacked in front of the shelf. The blood stained by the magazines is proof of that. And she must have moved the body after she killed her, right? All to make it look like I did it. Because when I hit her, she was sitting in the chair.
Hey, come on now, look at me. I can't carry anything heavier than my own scissors.
Dagara.
There's no way I could move a muscle-bound heavyweight like that.
Then what's the deal? Well, you're still convinced the case has come to an end? But, plus, the biggest mystery of all, the locked room, still has yet to be explained. So we'll take care of that. We can't say this case has been properly settled. That part's easy. After she killed Sakura, Toko just hid in the locker again. Ah, so she hid in there until everyone showed up and opened the door. While everything was all confused and hectic, she just snuck out of the locker into the group. No, I don't think that's possible. The reason there's no way to find the locker because I saw for myself. Even before we opened the door to the rec room, Hina and I both got a look inside. And at that point, the locker was already open. So obviously Toko couldn't have been hiding in there. Okay then. Where was she hiding? I don't know.
This whole locked room thing about anyway.
What? How do you not know? You killed her!
Tee hee hee. I think the fact that I don't know proves I didn't kill her. Thank you very much. You're lying.
No, she's not. I've been saying all along there's still much of this case. But if Genocide Jill didn't do it, that means Ochre didn't die from the shot to the head. And? Well, I can't imagine what else could have killed her. It's because you're overlooking vital information. I'm missing something so important. Is there another possible explanation? Maybe it's fucking poison. Fuck. Come on, Makoto, don't climb up now. Ah, shit, fuck, I'm sorry. Wait, can I just take a quick look? This says, evidence of a strong blood of vigor, no other injuries were noted. However, it seems that at some point the victim suffered from violent vomiting of blood. Maybe it's that. Yes! According to the Monokuma file, Sakura had vomited blood. I think we can assume there's a chance this was related to her cause of death. In fact, there was even a trace of blood left around her mouth. Well, I mean, maybe she just got hit with the bottle, so she cut the inside of her mouth. That's all it was. The file wouldn't have specified vomited blood. Not to mention, I didn't find any cuts inside her mouth. You even checked in there? God, you really are into dead bodies. No, I'm not into dead bodies. What I'm into is solving mysteries. Well, if there was the cut or anything, then what made her vomit blood? Some sort of reaction within her body, most likely. Sakura was poisoned. Poisoned? That's right. That's the whole conclusion I've arrived at. And so there can be no mistake.
Ah, you're making me go all weak in the knees.
She was poisoned? It's impossible. Is it really so hard to believe? Then let me explain exactly how the culprit was able to poison her. You can explain it? Of course, if you don't mind. Their voice actor is insane. Everyone quiet! Shut up and listen to Master! You're the only one talking. The key to unlocking this mystery was hiding in the chem lab. Up on the 4th floor. Huh? Not the rec room? Then I could have found it all along. I never would have. Since when have you... Since you gave up on the search the moment you were barred from the crime scene. Well, yeah, good point. There's a big shelving unit in the chem lab that houses a variety of mixtures and chemicals. And that's where I found this. Is that the poison? It's not an especially powerful poison, but it'll still kill you if you drink an entire bottle. An entire bottle? But the specific properties don't matter. What does matter is where I found it. Where you find it? The shelf is divided up into 3 sections. A, B, and C. Oh. So it's not... So was it not the candy that's poisoned? Maybe someone poisoned her Protein shake. If she mixed an entire bottle of what she thought was protein shake. Damn, maybe I'm wrong all along. Maybe it... Well, on the other hand, I guess only maybe Hina did do it. Still. Who's smart enough to poison someone? Well, Byakuya is, and Kyoko is. And I think Hina might be smarter than we're giving her credit for. And maybe she did it. But then it's like malicious. Then she won't get judged because she accidentally killed her. Now she's gonna be judged because she purposefully killed her. So yeah, someone would have had to mix. Would have had to make her confuse the poison for protein powder. But then how did the fucking... How did the protein shake thing wind up on top of the glass from the broken window? Unless someone moved it afterwards? But why would they do that? In Section A, dietary supplements. In B, reagents. And in C, a variety of lethal chemicals.
And that's where the poison came from? Section C?
Well, that's the question, isn't it? You dumb bitch, maybe you listen. Bottle of poison Byakuya just showed us. I'm sure I've seen where I got it. It's on the same shelf as all the supplements, I'm positive. Section A. The poison was actually in Section A, wasn't it? Huh? But you just said Section A was for supplements or whatever. Strange, isn't it? Why would there be a bottle of poison mixed in with all those nutritional additives? Yeah, so why? You got to the culprit, switched it out, that's why. Well, what do you mean? I mean this. I couldn't believe my eyes. Oh. Byakuya put the bottle of poison to his lips and... Huh? Master! We were so shocked at what we were seeing. All we could do was stand there and watch. But as if it was the most natural thing in the world, Byakuya was calm as ever. Ugh, it tastes awful.
Oh no! Master's in real trouble!
You have to drink some water. Oh, this is you, Brenda.
You can't just swallow powder, it'll slit your throat!
Idiot, he just swallowed poison. We need to make him spit it out. The flavor certainly makes me want to spit it out, but what's so high quality about this stuff? Huh? What are you talking about? I'm talking about the protein, of course. Protein! Can I see that bottle for a second? Ah, sure. Do whatever you like. Kyoko... Oh, it's a tiny little bottle. Okay. Kyoko took the bottle from Byakuya and scraped out a bit of the contents with her front finger. Touched her finger to the tongue. This is... It's protein powder. Well, because she told him to drink water. What do you think I mean? Huh? Correct. There wasn't poison in that bottle, but harmless protein powder. Which makes one wonder. The poison that could have been in that bottle, where did it go? The bottle of poison was actually filled with protein powder. Which would mean that conversely, the poison must have been put in. Could it be? But can you spell the word protein shake? Oh shit. Shit. Just waiting for an S, please, game. Come on. Oh, wait. Protein... Oh, drink. That's what it is. The poison must have been poured into the protein can. If the protein is in the poison bottle, it's only logical to assume the reverse is true, right? Absolutely. The contents of each container were switched. So the protein was in the bottle of poison and the poison was in the protein can. Once you accept that, it becomes obvious how the culprit was able to get Sakura to drink the poison. Holy crap! All they had to do was hand her something there. There at the scene, and she was happy to drink the poison herself. Something at the scene. A cup, a Monokuma bottle? So you're saying they gave her a protein drink, right? Protein drink, which was actually contained addictive poison. What? That's all it took to kill Sakura. That is the true cause of death. You know, I do remember Olga saying that protein stuff was good for all kinds of aches and pains. So maybe she took it to try and help with the whole bleeding head wound thing. That was offered to her instead of a water bottle full of poison. I don't already know exactly who swapped the mixtures. For real, who was it? Evidence revealing who replaced the two materials was left in the chem lab for anyone to see. The evidence that showed it. It must be where they found on the shelf. It is footprints. The footprints left behind in front of the shelf. That's the evidence you're talking about, isn't it? I visited the chem lab this morning, and there were definitely no footprints there at that point. Must have appeared around the time of the murder. There's no doubt that they're connected. What's more, the footprints were in the front of Section A where they found the bottle meant for the poison. The culprit must have gone to Section A to swap the poison and protein, leaving the footprints behind. And given how clear the prints were, figuring out who they belong to would pose no problem. All we have to do is check everyone's footprints right now, then we'll see who. It was me. It's Hina. The footprints, they're mine. Hina? If you're all gonna find out anyway, I'd rather hear it straight from me, you know? Then Ogre's killer was... Yup. I did it! I killed Sakura. Just as I suspected. Man. The footprints were made by a pair of sneakers. There was no mistaking it. And the only people here who wear sneakers are... Sneakers, huh? Only one, or... Leon is dead. And Byakuya, no. Why are you making me choose this? We already know it's Hina. Me and Hina are the only ones. Oh, so Byakuya, that explains why you... Those footprints must be... Makoto, are they yours? No! Okay then, let me see the shoes. If the footprints didn't belong to Makoto, that left only one other possibility. Just Hina. Plus, Hina's been acting strange ever since the trial began. You were in an awful rush to get to the vote, weren't you? This whole time, you've been focused on pinning the crime on someone else, haven't you? Yeah. I can't believe it. What about it, can't you believe? Well, it's just, the two of them are so close. That's likely exactly why it turned out that way. Because they were so close, Sakura didn't think twice about it when Hina handed her the concoction. Hina used that trust to kill her. She deceived the victim, and she tried to deceive all of us. I have to say, Hina, coming from you, this was a particularly nasty little scheme. Hina, is this true? Did you really kill Sakura? And if you did, why? Why would you do that? She betrayed me. Oh. I found her there in the rec room. She was hurt. She asked me to bring her that protein drink. But when I went to get the powder from the chem lab, it just occurred to me all of a sudden. Now's my chance to kill her. That's what you thought, right? That's when you switched out the protein powder. And that's when you gave her the poison mixture. And then she downed it all at once. And then... Hold it. I'm not convinced. You're not about to claim she wouldn't kill a close friend, are you? Still don't get it, do you? The game we're playing it here isn't so kind. Honeyed words like friendship don't matter here. What matters is outwitting the opponent, defeating them. Not a person alive would sacrifice themselves for another. Probably some. In the end, we're all in it for ourselves. Just like how this girl sacrificed Sakura to save herself. Say that. You say... Oh, wait. Mind the gap. You say that, but I'm still not convinced. How many times do you plan to repeat yourself? Don't misunderstand me. I'm not saying it because of some misguided sentimentalism. But there's... Oh my god, switching between the two is impossible. Mind the gap. But there's still that one unsolved mystery. And I'm not convinced. Talk about the locked room. Hina, if you really are the killer, explain it. How did you create the locked room? Sakura did it. It doesn't matter. Just because I'm guilty, that means I have to tell you everything? No, it doesn't. But the fact that you won't tell us concerns me. Surely you're not. Do you honestly think Hina didn't actually kill her? And if I do, impossible. She switched out the mixtures. She's the culprit. There's no way you can doubt this. Are you sure about that? Even ignoring the fact that I didn't want to believe it. It just doesn't fit. What doesn't fit? My cock. It's much too large. See, yours is as big as mine. I mean, why would someone leave such a clue like a footprint? It's too obvious, too easy. Mind the gap. He's right. He's right. It makes you look like you wanted people to suspect you. I was just nervous, so I didn't notice. I left that footprint. I'm good now. I'm second guessing this, and I'm thinking Sakura told her to make a poison mixture because Sakura had said she was gonna end the whole thing anyway, so it was suicide, so no one is blackened. Yeah, that's just how it was. What can I do? Listen, Hina, could you go into a bit more detail? Tell us about when you switched the poison and the protein. How come? That doesn't matter. Oh, so it does come down to her being too stupid. Hina, please, I'd like to know too. Fine. Waste your time if you like. It's clear that Hina is the culprit. There's nobody else to suspect. Nobody else could have possibly done it. Go ahead, Hina. Start from the moment you arrived at the chem lab. Well, right away I went to section C and I got the poison. And is that when you spilled the powder in front of the part of itself? Yeah, when I opened the bottle, I dropped it like an idiot. I see. Go on. Then I moved to section A and got the protein powder, and that's why I switched them. Once I was done with that, I took the protein and had the poison in and left the room. But I accidentally put the bottle filled with protein powder back at the rock itself. Because of that, everything it did got found out, and that's it. That story just told. First you went to section C to get the poison, then you went to meaning it went from the section C to section A. Do I have that correct? Yeah, but that's true. Isn't that a little strange? Can you repeat the series of events one more time? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with your big back? You're being a little awfully pushy. It's the same thing no matter how many times you hear it. How long until you're satisfied? How long? Until we figure it out. Until I uncover the whole full truth of this case. Okay, and then move from section C to section A. Die. Break. Then I went from poison to section C. That's where I spilled the powder, right? Yeah. What about it? After that, it's then moved to section C to section A to get the protein. But the footprints left at the scene were not moved from section C to section A. That contradicts what you just said. What? Then maybe you moved in some weird direction on purpose to disguise your movements. No, that can't be it. Remember what Hina just said? I was just nervous, so I didn't notice I left a footprint. Ah! What the? Hina, what's the meaning of this? Well, you lied to us, plain and simple. If you look at the footprints, your movements in the chem lab are obvious. The powder had already been spilled when you came in, and you went straight for section A. So you never went to section C. Whatever you did there, it only went section A. Well, you see. What the hell? What's going on here? And the footprints aren't the only problem with her account. Nani? Before I explain that part, I'd like to submit some new evidence. New evidence? Impossible, that can't be. Are you sure? After all, you're the one that gave it to me. Look at her smug little face. I love her. I did?
さっき戸上君から受
It
け
was hidden inside the bottle of poison you gave me.
こんな大事なものに
I'm amazed you of all people would miss such a vital clue. A truly grave oversight. Irish again. Fuck it. Just say it already. What is it you think you found? I found this. Oh, a piece of
瓶の
ass.
底の方に紛れ込んでいたわ
It had sunk to the bottom of the
戸上
bottle.
君の粉末を飲ん
The
で
hidden clue was exposed thanks to you
隠れてい
ingesting the
た
powder.
おかげでね
What?
感謝しておくね
I couldn't have mind the gap. I couldn't have solved the mystery without you. So thank you for that. But what is it? Oh, you still don't realize. Well then, Makoto, why don't you explain it? Me?
苗木言ってみろその破片が何だと
Fine. If you really do know, explain the meaning of that shard of glass. Shard of light blue glass Kyoko found in the bottle of poison. Why would it be in the bottle? This makes no sense. Okay. It's part of the window from the rec room door, right? The window.
僕が割った
The window we broke to get in was light blue. Just like that. So I think that must be it.
そうね間違いない
You are right. It must be.
でも間違いないからこそ変なのよ
Read all about it. Mind the gap. You're right. It must be. Of course. That leads to another question.
どうして娯楽室の窓ガラスの破片な
How
の
did a shard of glass from the window get inside this bottle of poison?
俺の何を
What's so strange about that? Strange is that, according to what Hina just told us, where was it the bottle of poison should have been when it broke the rec room window? According to her, it should be section A of the shelf. The bottle of poison was left at the shelf of the chem lab. That's what you said, right, Hina? And yet, somehow a piece of glass from the rec room window made its way into the bottle. Then everything Hina told us was a lie? In reality, that bottle of poison most definitely found its way to the rec room. It was there, at least, until the window got broken. In other words, when the locked room was unlocked.
あの瓶の中に窓ガラス
There's no other way to explain the presence of that glass in that bottle.
それは密室
And
で
then,
破られた後で
once the room was opened,
棚に戻
the
され
bottle somehow got moved back to the shelf in the chem lab.
逆に現場に
Meanwhile, the protein can we found that the crime scene was planted there.
密室が破ら
That
れた
had to be after the locked room was opened. In other words, after Sakura died. This is Sakura and Hina planning together to hide the fact that Sakura just committed suicide.
待て話が
Wait,
広
hold on, you're moving too fast.
毒薬の瓶は
Granted, the bottle of poison may well have been in the rec room when we found it was locked.
プロテイン
How
の
can you say the
容器が
protein
持ち
can
込
was
まれ
put
た
there after it was unlocked? The protein can was the poison inside.
容器が現場に
Instead, as you get poisoned, you're right. We do need to explain that.
その前に
But before we do, there's something I'd like to confirm with everyone here.
あ
Huh?
のプロテインの
Has to do with the protein can. After Sakura's body was discovered, did anyone move it, or trip over it, or anything like that?
の話だ
What are you talking about? Is this some kind of loaded question? Not at all. Just answer to the best of your ability.
身に覚えがないな
Well, no, not that I remember.
やった
Yeah, me either. Not me. Same here. Yeah, me either.
これで分かっ
Okay then, that settles it.
やっぱり
That proves that the protein can found its way to the murder scene after the room was opened.
加減にしろ
Oh, come on, how can you say that? How can you know that what I don't know? The reason she could say that because there's evidence. There's proof that someone brought the protein can to the rec room after it was opened. It was on top of the fucking glass.
間違いないあのプロテインの容器は密室が破られるまでは娯楽室にはなかったのよ
じゃああの容器は 密室が破られた後に持ち込まれたのか？
いや、そんなはずはない。あれはずっと娯楽室にあったはずだ。もちろん
密室が破られる前からな。
Shit.
間違いない。プロテイン密室が娯楽室には。
じゃあ密室が破られた。
いや、そんなはずはない。あれはずっと娯楽室にあった。もちろん
密室が破られる前からな。
Why couldn't I shoot that? For fuck's sake!
間違いない。プロテインの容器密室が娯楽室には。
じゃあ密室が破られた。
いや、そんな。あれはずっと娯楽室にあった。もちろん密室が破られる前
からな。
Got it. What I don't understand is, how did the glass get from the window into the poison bottle? And the poison bottle was full of protein. Why was the protein in the poison bottle if Sakura drank the poison on purpose? Where the fuck did Byakuya get that bottle then? With the... Oh my god. Oh, I know. I fucking know. Okay. Yeah. This all makes sense. Okay. Poison. Sakura has the poison bottle. She drinks it. The bottle is empty on the floor. We break into the room. There's glass in the bottle. Hina sneakily picks it up. Blend glass? No, I mean, there's a piece of glass in the... This would have to be the bottle that was in the room. And now it's both full of protein and glass. So I think Hina took it without anyone noticing. And then she went, like they specifically say, she went to get everyone while we examined the crime scene. So while that was happening, she ran upstairs to the A cabinet, filled that poison bottle with protein, and left it there. That's why it was there when we checked the closet. Then she ran and got everyone. That's why there's only footsteps in front of section A, and that's why it was full of protein and a piece of glass. I figured it out. I got it. I'm so fucking smart. Of course. It came from the window you broke to get in. What about it? Well, those pieces weren't just scattered around the protein can. It was also underneath the can. What? This proves it. Shows that the can must have put down the floor after the window was broken. So it had to be after we got into the room. Kuh! I see, so that's your explanation. Kyoko, earlier, when you asked if anyone had moved the can or tripped over it. If that were the case, that would explain the can being on top of the glass. So you asked everyone about it to eliminate that possibility right out of the gate. That's made everything clear, hasn't it? As long as it was a locked room, it only contained the bottle of poison and not the protein can. Once the room was opened, they were switched, and as a result, the protein can went up in the rec room, and the bottle of poison returned to the chem lab. If that's all true, why did Sakura drink the poison? I thought we all agreed to restrict him to drinking it because of the protein can. No, that's not why. The only explanation is she drank it from its original bottle, knowing exactly what it was. Precisely. She was alone in a locked room. All she had was the poison. What other possibility is there? You're saying she drank it knowing what it was. That's a ridiculous fictionist. Exactly what happened. Then tell us already. Sorry, please tell us. Did Byakuya just fucking apologize? Before we get to that, I need to clarify one other thing. I need to establish who exactly got the poison from the chem lab and took it to the rec room. It was Hina, right? She took it and gave it to Ogre. What do you think, Makoto? One who got the poison from the chem lab and brought it to the rec room has to have been... Sakura's, because she had powder on her shoes.
僕は
It was Sakura herself.
So Sakura, who was apparently murdered, just poisoned herself.
What are you talking about? There's no way. On the contrary, you know for a fact she went to the chem lab. Full of poisons. You're lying. Stop lying. Why? Why would you lie like that? It's not a lie. Sakura definitely went to the poison section C. Kyoko already showed me the evidence I need. That's why Hina with it. I have to make her accept it. Fucking take it, Hina. Take it. Oh no.
そんなの嘘だよ。違うもん。もう終わりにしてよ。そんなの嘘だよ。違うもん。唾液のバカ。そんなの嘘だよ。違うもん。もう終わりにしてよ。そんなの嘘だよ。違うもん。唾液のバカ。そんなの嘘だよ。もう終わりにしてよ。
Fucking got it.
さくらちゃんが毒薬を持ち出した証拠があるの。
これで証明するよ
Fuck you! I don't know why. No, it never
朝比奈さん
got obscured this time. It was so easy.
黄色い粉末が付着してた
Hina, did you know that Sakura's foot had a certain yellow powder stuck to it? It did?
この黄色い
It
粉末
did. The same yellow powder that had been spilled by the shelf of the chem lab.
黄色い粉末だったよね
That powder was yellow, wasn't it?
つまり
So the powder we found on Sakura, what else could it be but the powder from the chem lab? Ah! Wait. So what was that powder doing on Oka's foot?
And it was only on her instep, right?
Sakura must be standing right where the powder was spilled. So the person who spilled the poison, the powder that spilled the shelf was Hina Sakura.
大神さんがあの瓶を落とした時
When Sakura dropped the bottle, she dropped it away from where she was actually standing, which is how she was able to avoid getting it all over herself. But the powder still got scattered around. Some of it must have wound up on her instep.
そう考えられる
Is there any problem with my thinking? I feel like that's a useful screen cap.
じゃあなぜ大神さ
But why did Sakura pay a visit to Section C in the first place?
ん薬を取
The only explanation is that she was looking for poison. After all, that's all that section contained.
No, it was me, the poison.
Because I killed her! No, you didn't kill her. You want to kill Sakura? What's Sakura?
これが僕の答えだ
I
大神さんを殺したのは
want to kill Sakura. Was Sakura herself? What? The killer was Sakura. Come on, Byakuya, you're smarter than that. So you're saying it was suicide?
I don't believe it. I don't believe it any more than I can believe I can fly.
I can't believe it either. And rather, I don't want to believe it. When you really think about it, everything matches up.
大神さん自身が毒
Sakura went and got the poison. She barricaded herself in a room and she drank it.
自らの命を
Also, she could end her own life. And that explains why she couldn't solve the mystery of the locked room. Because, of course,
あの密室は
the locked room mystery was created by Sakura. I'm sure she locked herself in so nobody could stop her from doing what she
大
did.
神さんは
She sat there, drank the poison, and breathed her last
毒薬
breath.
そしてその毒
The
薬
empty bottle of poison rolled around the locked room until we came and opened it. At that point, someone grabbed the bottle and snuck it out of the room. That was you, wasn't it, Hina?
全ては捜査の確
You
認
did it to throw out the investigation, didn't you?
大神さんの死体を見つけ
What I don't understand is...
ドアの入り口付近に立ち尽くしたままだ
Like, this has nothing to do with the mystery. What I don't understand is, do these people not understand that if you fuck up the investigation and the wrong person is chosen, everyone except the killer dies? So, when Hina does all this, to hide the fact that it was suicide. She's trying to make us guess the wrong thing. And if we do that, we all die, including herself. Why the fuck would she do that? That's so stupid. It's like when fucking Byakuya did tied up Chihiro for no fucking reason. To make us think Toko did it. It's just so dumb. If you know who did it, you should probably not fucking steer the investigation wrong and get us all killed. When you found a body, you stayed near the... You stayed right there, near the door. Because you already knew Sakura was dead. And because the bottle of poison rolled near the doorway. So you picked up the bottle, right? I was too shocked to notice anything, and Kyoko was busy checking the body. And the more I think about it, the more I realize how unusual your actions were. I have to go get them. I have to go get the others. On shaky legs, Hina left the rec room. You said you were going to get everyone else. Oh, whoops. But your real intention was to get to the chem lab and switch out the containers, wasn't it? Fucking knew it. Once you were at the chem lab, you headed straight to the section where the protein powder was kept. There, you took the powder and poured it into the bottle of poison you grabbed from the rec room. You left the lab while you had an empty protein can. Thinking about it like that, the footprints make perfect sense. You were done. You gathered everyone together. Once you were back in the rec room, I got everyone. That's when you pooped out the protein can. Honestly, I should have noticed. You should have been the first one to run up to Sakura's lifeless body. The Hina I know would never have left her side in a situation like that. So Sakura committed suicide. In order to hide this fact, Hina took a series of actions to undermine the investigation. As long as you could disguise the truth, you didn't care if we blamed you for her death. That's why you didn't bother to get rid of such obvious evidence, right? The footprints in the powder, and the bottle of poison. Vital pieces of evidence. And yet, you're saying Hina consciously deceived us to make it look like she killed Sakura? No. I killed her. I did it. That's enough, Hina. It's over. It's not. Nothing's over. It is. Actually, no, you're right. We have to end this properly. There's a procedure to follow. I have to draw a manga about it. Note. Hiro, Toko. Oh, and Byakuya. You know what? Actually, I need just like the quickest bathroom break in the world. And then we'll wrap this up. I'm back. Okay, let's draw this fucking mango. Act 2. Toko enters. Hides. But which one of these is hiding? This one looks like hiding, right? Hero comes in, grabs a bottle, bonks her, and probably the queen falls out. Do we see which one he grabs? Oh, that's the knight. Okay. He writes Toko. No, you know what? I'm gonna replace this one. With the nervous one, yeah. She's sweating and she looks scared. Writes the name, runs away. She's still sweating. She comes out. Reads it. Puts it back in the shelf. It's just this one? Sure. Upside down, yeah. Gets back up, looks back. Death stare. Passes out. Becomes Jill. Smacks with this one. The queen. The lay queen. Throws it all away. Oh, that's her running. With Scooby-Doo sound effects. Act 5. She gets up. Rustles her hair. Looks up. Oh, grabs some poison. That's not her hand. That's not that. That's Chemical X. Act 6. We show up. Run in. Oh my god, are you okay? And Hina sees the poison. Hides it. Steals it away. Is that supposed to be her pocket? Okay. She comes back in. And she puts that. Okay. The only ones I'm not sure about is which Toko one to use. Ship. The case began when Sakura asked a number of people to meet her in the rec room. Gaga. Ner. Specifically, those people were Hiro, Toko, and Byakuya. Act 2. But one of them headed out a bit earlier than the others. Toko. She got there one step ahead of everyone else and looked around for a good hiding spot. Wrong. Fuck. God damn it. Dag nabbit. Brenda, how could you do this to me? Fucking Brenda. Can't believe you. You fucked me over. But then why does she look so nervous here and here, but when she hides this picture, she looks all calm and collected. I'm headed out a bit early. Toko, you got the one step ahead, looked around for a good hiding spot. Yes! Slam. Kahaha! She crawled into the locker and got out of sight. Dun dun dun! Big scary monster lady. Then from inside the locker, she saw Sakura into the room. Why is she sitting like that? Next to arrive was Hiro. Would you like a candy? Gonk. When he got there, he mistakenly thought Sakura was going to try to kill him, so he panicked. Rah! Smack. Dun dun. Not thinking, he grabbed a nearby Monokuma bottle and smacked Sakura with it. Thinking he killed her, he hastily began covering up his crime. He took a magazine on the table, dying message, and then wrote down a name. Toko. Toko, by writing her name, he was hoping to pin the murder on her. And then he ran weirdly. But of course, Toko had witnessed the whole thing, so as soon as the coast was clear, she jumped out of the locker and hid the magazine on the shelf with all the others. But in her rush, she made one fatal mistake. She put the magazine back upside down, like a manga. Dun dun. Soon after, she watched Sakura slowly open her eyes. She also saw the blood dripping off Sakura's head and fainted. Ha! That caused her personality to switch back over to Genocide Jack. She woke up. Her second personality also saw the blood-soaked Sakura. She freaked out. Sha! Crash. Ha ha ha. Just like Hiro, he grabbed another Monokuma bottle and attacked her. This explains why there were 2 wounds in Sakura's head. Assuming Sakura really was dead this time, she said about disposing of the evidence. She gathered up the broken Monokuma bottle shards and the queen chess piece. And that explains how Sakura was attacked twice with the same type of weapon. But even after those 2 blows, she was still alive. So then, what was Sakura's actual cause of death? It was the poison that Sakura herself got from the chem lab. She turned the rec room into a true locked room scenario, and then drank the deadly mixture. Gulp. And there, she took her final breath. Later on, the rest of us discovered that her body was in there. We had to smash the door's window to get inside. But someone already knew what had happened, knew that she had committed suicide. That same someone quietly snatched the bottle of poison from the ground and replaced it. And while nobody was looking, replaced it with an empty protein can. They did all this specifically to place all the suspicion on themselves in an attempt to guide the trial to a false conclusion. And the one who went through all that effort is the titty monster. The running titty cow. It was you, Hina. Complete. That's the full truth of the case. Sakura took her own life. You claimed to be the killer, so I had that fact, isn't that right? That's what happened. Makoto, how did you manage to? How were you able to uncover the truth that even I didn't discern? Huh? Oh, well, I mean, you still haven't realized? You don't all act according to calculations and cost-benefit diagrams. That's what makes it so complicated. Why do you have to go and make things so complicated? So you don't understand, that's why you couldn't solve this case. Gah! See, didn't I tell you? When you dismiss other people's feelings, fifis, it'll always come back to bite you in the end. Gah. I don't think Hina's gonna die, no. Because she didn't kill Sakura. So now there's probably gonna be a new rule that's you're not allowed to kill yourself. Okay, I think we can all agree you made your point. Did you guys forget already? You still haven't voted yet. Oh yeah, that's right. You seriously forgot? I can feel my energy draining out of me. Well, whatever. You don't really have a choice anyway. You just gotta do it. Maybe you don't want to, but please grab your lever and cast your votes. So who will be chosen as the blackened? You make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? But they're... Yeah, it's Sakura. Yeah, that's right. The one who killed Sakura was Sakura herself. Okay, we're done here. That's the whole truth, huh? I see. But there's still one thing I don't understand. Hina, why did you try to cover up what happened? If the truth hadn't come to light, you would have died along with the rest of us. And yet why did you do that? Yeah, we almost died there. Because that's exactly what I wanted. Huh? I mean, the reason Sakura died is because all you pushed her into a corner. You all killed her. So that's why. I couldn't let her be the only one that died. You don't mean you're gonna take us all with you? We have to atone for our sins. Because everyone, even me, we all killed her. We'll have to pay for our crimes. Liz, Hina, you're being a little extreme. You're gonna atone by showing us your tits. For serious? That's... You still don't understand? But let me explain. Do you realize just how much despair Sakura was carrying with her when she died? Look at this. Such brutality has made me desperate. So instead of just waiting to be killed, I'll do it by my own hand. That's... I found it on the ground in front of the rec room. It's Sakura's suicide note. Suicide note? Thinking back, I should have seen it coming. Never see it coming. It was right after Genocide Jack had attacked me. Sakura got mad and stormed out of the nurse's office. I ran after her and... Sakura, calm down. You don't have to worry about me. I'm fine. I can't calm down. I don't care if I suffer for this. It's my fault after all. And now you're suffering because of me. You tried to protect me, but because of me, my closest friend got hurt. Sakura. Because of me, my friends are all going to kill each other. This is all my responsibility. Sakura thought she was responsible. She thought everything was her fault. That is why she wanted to find some way to get everyone to forgive her. So she asked to meet with them. You have to meet with those three? You can't. Don't you see how dangerous that is? Don't worry. I just want to talk to them. About what? Listen, don't do it. If they all gang up with you at once, even you. Hina, please don't think of things like that. They're not my enemy. They're friends. Sakura. She clearly believed. She completely believed in all of us. If you'd just talked to her, you would have understood. She was a friend to all of us. And yet, you all attacked her. That's kind of fucked up, actually. That's not cool. You trampled all over her feelings, and then you did the unthinkable. No, that was just a misunderstanding. Don't stand there and call her a misunderstanding. She believed in you, and you wouldn't even listen to what she had to say. Without asking a single question, you tried to kill her. Did you have any idea how desperate she was? Did you act like that? That's what her suicide note means. So, instead of just waiting to be killed, I'll do it by my own hand. That's how far you had pushed her. Sakura, what happened to you? Hina, you came. Wait right there. I'll help you out. Hina. Huh? I'm so glad I got to meet you. What's wrong, Sakura? Why are you talking like that? I have a favor to ask. A favor? I'd like some protein. Could I ask you to? Yeah, you got it. Just hang on. I'll be right back. That was the last conversation I had with her. Ooh. I went to the chem lab and got the protein she asked for. When I got there, I saw the powder. That's when I realized. I saw that someone had taken something from the poison shelf. Sakura. So I ran back to the rec room as fast as I could. By the time I got there, it was already too late. Sakura! Let me in. Please open the door. Why? Why? Why did you have to die? Wait, why is there like Egyptian stuff in the background? I've never noticed this. Has that always been there? She had weaknesses, just like any other person. If she got cut, she bled. If someone hurt her, she felt it. That's weakness. That's normal! And yet, you all blamed her. I tried to protect her, and I suffered for it. And that just added to the weight she had to carry. And I didn't even realize it. Hina. We killed her, all of us. We pushed her into a corner and we murdered her. Murdered her. People like us should be allowed to live. And that's why he tried to lead us astray. You dumb cunt. You did your best to make us arrive at the wrong conclusion during our class trial. Sakura died hitting all of us. I wanted to free her of her regrets. And even I wanted to free her of her yogurts. But even that got found out. In the end, I wasn't able to do anything for her. I could never face her after this.
I'm sorry to interrupt right when you're about to deliver the final tearjerker, but it's just taking so long. I'm about to fall asleep over here.
I fucking agree, Monokuma. These kids, they just never shut up.
I mean, do you really think you have any idea what Sakura was actually thinking when she died?
What did you say?
Everything you just said is nothing but your interpretation, right? Your own opinion on what her suicide note meant.
Of course I know what she was thinking. Because her of me.
Well, what I'm really trying to say is, don't you think the entire foundation is shaky? What if it was really like this?
A little something like this.
What is that? Isn't it obvious? A suicide note. Sakura's suicide note.
What? But Hina already...
Oh, I wrote that one. It was all me, baby. This is the one Sakura addressed to Hina and put in her room.
What? Then...
Oh my god, that's so cruel. That's so evil.
You lied to me?
Oh, don't say lie. It makes it sound so dirty. I just thought I'd liven things up a bit. I can't help if you totally took my little scribbles at face value. It didn't even have Sakura's signature on it.
You filthy little...
I'm not filthy. I didn't do anything. Did I falsify evidence? Did I affect the outcome of the class trial? The case played out between you and you alone. You were the ones jerking each other around.
Well, you could have affected the fucking outcome of the class trial if Hina had decided to bring the fucking suicide note into it. Because then it would have been false. So you're lucky.
Heck, even if the will had factored in, it still would have been between you guys. So what's the problem? This is all part of the production process. Okay, and scene. Cut!
So then, what did she write in her real suicide note?
I'm glad you asked. For your benefit, I shall read it using my melodic, angelic, harmonic narrator voice. But did you know, haven't you ever been curious about the whole suicide note thing? Who came up with the idea of leaving a note when you kill yourself in the first place? Isn't it just so unfortunate? Killing yourself is just so final, you know? You can never hear the rest of the story. The truth is lost in darkness. Gives me the willies.
Could you get on with it, please?
Okay, jeez. Talk about a buzzkill. Alright, here we go. Ahem. Ahem. My good friend Hina, there's something I have to tell you. I hate to do it like this, but you need to know. This is my final wish. As you know, I've been giving information to the one who's imprisoned you here. It was the first night in the strange school that the mastermind came to see me. You see, the mastermind took control of my family's dojo and demanded I become their tool. They might not see the importance of a dojo, but my family has watched over it for over 300 years. I couldn't let it be destroyed under my watch, so even if it meant my own life, I had to protect it. That's how I saw things. However, it was my greatest weakness. Because of that, I made the mistake of giving in to the mastermind. And what the mastermind wanted from me was nothing less than murder. They were probably worried that until their first murder that had happened, nothing would move forward. But what neither the mastermind nor I expected was the incident involving Sayaka. At that point, the plan changed. The mastermind told me to hold off, to wait until we reached another stalemate. However, as I lived here with all of you, as I lived here with Hina, my resolve began to weaken. Watching everyone fight with such despair, trying to desperately stay alive, I saw the weakness in my own heart, the mistake of succumbing to the mastermind.
Oh my god.
And more than anything, I cannot betray those who would call me their friend. That's how I came to feel.
I thought for sure it was going to be something really bad. So that's why Sakura.
I've made
a decision. I will no longer retreat, no longer compromise, no longer regrets. I've made my decision. I'm going to resist you.
Of course, because of that, I decided to reveal her secret, which made everyone else hate her. Her decision to stay true to all of you led directly to all of you hating her for it. Ironic, isn't it? Or maybe oxymoronic, or just moronic. Of course I understand that you all hate me. All of this is because of my own weakness. I'm perfectly willing to accept whatever attack you may want to make on me. So this is my atonement for betraying you. That's what I had in mind. But unfortunately that's not enough. This won't end with just me accepting your hatred. My own situation has started having an effect on more people than just me. This is exactly what the mastermind wanted when they revealed my betrayal. Look at her fat thighs. I love Hina. My betrayal brought suspicion, disharmony. The mastermind knew that eventually it would escalate into someone murdering someone else. Of course, I'm still responsible for that as well. I have an obligation to fulfill that obligation. I've decided to do as the mastermind has commanded. I'll do as I was told and commit a murder. But I've decided the one I'm going to kill is myself. If the mastermind demands that I kill someone, then that someone will be me. When my dojo will be safe, and above all else, none of you will have to kill anyone. When I die, the source of conflict among you all dies with me. For that, I'm willing to give up my life. If it can save you, then sacrificing my own life could have no greater meaning. Whatever you think of me, please know that you are all my most treasured friends. I never had people like you in my life. Aww. Then Sakura didn't feel cornered. She didn't die hating us. She wanted to stop us from fighting, to protect us. She didn't end her own life because she was weak. Quite the opposite, in fact. She was strong. Too strong. That's why she killed herself. She chose death for herself in order to protect the rest of us. Damn it! Doing fucking Irish again. Mind the gap. To sacrifice so much. No normal person could do that. It was her limitless strength that made it possible. Ugh. Oh my god, stop talking! Fuck, there's so much dialogue, I swear to god, I'm dying. Finally, I want to apologize specifically. The reason I didn't tell any of this is because I knew it would try to stop me. I'm really truly sorry, please don't be sad. If I can thwart the mastermind's plans, if I can keep you from killing each other, that's enough for me. That's the path I've chosen. This is the longest suicide note ever. This is the path that I've chosen. This is the only way I've left to distinguish myself. And you can use this note to bring the class trial to a quick end. I'm so sorry to ask you to do something so unpleasant, but I have to leave the rest to you. Please talk to Byakuya Token Hero on my behalf. I can't tell anyone about my plan while I'm alive, but I want to understand in the end, though, not words only see never saw as my enemy. Much possible, whatever it takes to survive along with everyone else. No matter what, survive. Fuck, god damn it. I hate this game. I hate it. Why don't they ever just shut up? This is. I didn't understand how she felt. Not at all. I thought we were so close, and still. But in the end, all her meddling was like totally pointless. She died so you guys wouldn't try to kill each other, but you almost ended up doing it anyway. Thanks to you, her death had no purpose at all. Oop. In fact, it was because of her stupid meddling that the rest of you nearly bit the big one. She deserves all the blame. Everyone blame her. Go ahead, she deserves it. Boo-hoo-hoo. Now then, the next victim has been decided.
What do you mean, next victim? No one here blames anyone.
Huh?
First of all, you're in the wrong for tricking Hina with that fake suicide note. And plus, Sakura's death wasn't invased. Because you made us remember. We're not enemies that hate each other. We're friends who need to work together. Damn straight. Even though I just fucking tried to kill Sakura with a bottle. Yeah, this is all because of our misplaced hatred. I don't blame her. I can't blame her. Instead, I hit her with a bottle. It's not her fault.
Boah.
Whether or not there was a spy never really mattered, because the one who needed to destroy is you, nobody else.
What the heck? That is not how this is supposed to go.
But anyway,
Are you sure about that? The killing game is a competition between all of you, remember? Your enemy is each other.
he's absolutely right about that.
Ah, lovely Byakuya. You understand, don't you?
This is a life or death elimination match. The only way to survive is to win. There can be no doubt that those are the rules of the game. Which is why I am bowing out of the game.
Huh?
Sakura and I were both willing to sacrifice their own lives. Sakura and Hina willing to sacrifice their own lives to deny the reality of the game. Next to them, it would appear the others have cast aside their fear for this game. There's no point in participating in a game which has lost that sense of excitement. Which is why I will no longer be participating in it.
What's going on here?
Now I have only one thing to look forward to. That is to heap the harshest possible punishment onto the one who thinks they can control me. Byakuya, does that mean? Don't misunderstand. I haven't been moved by some thoughtless sentimentalism, if that's what you're thinking.
Where the master goes, I go. And if the master turns out to be a guy, maybe I can catch on fire.
Everyone! Well, oh my god. Mind the gap. Well. How can you say that Sakura's death has no meaning?
How boring. But nothing good can come of this. I'm still gonna be the one having the fun time.
The fun time?
Anyway, let's forget that good-for-nothing backstabber and get back on track. It's the moment you're probably waiting for, the punishment time! But Sakura's tickling the killer, right? And she's dead!
You're not gonna. Is it me?
Oh heavens no, just because the blackened is dead doesn't mean I can't just sub in whatever old student I want. Didn't I tell you? I'm very particular about the bear times 1 rule. I don't understand that. But I spent so much time preparing my special punishment, it'd be a shame if I let it go to waste. So for my special punishment, I've prepared a special guest! Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
Oh no! Not the cute little Chihiro. Excavator Destroyer. Shouldn't have been Excavator Devastator to make it rhyme or something. Jesus Christ. Lamau. You suck, man. You turned me into a mangled hunk of junk.
Phew, that really took it out of me. Maybe I'll go grill up a plate of chicken. After all, they say post-workout grub chicken's where it's at. And I'm all about the grilled goodness. Fried, broiled, give me a break. The color, the smell, the succulence. Grilled is where it's at. Ah! I realize how dangerous it could be, but still, I have to do this. I'm scared, but I can handle it.
Oh, this little femboy. This little femboy slut. I love him.
I don't really understand why, but when I think about everyone else, my courage starts to grow. I might think I'm just some inhuman AI, but it's true. So, okay. If it's for the sake of everyone else, I won't be afraid.
Alter Ego's words raced through my heart and soul, and my disbelief gave way to raw anger. The anger turned to fury, black and muddy, and boiling over. It bubbled up through my body, quickly overflowing and shooting out of my mouth. How dare you kill him?
Huh? You were friends with a laptop? That's pretty pathetic. What's next? Friends with a basketball?
Shut the hell up! He wasn't just a laptop, he was my friend, and you killed him.
Is that what you call animism? Where a soul dwells within all things, even like laptops? Well, you can call it whatever you want. Bottom line is, it got in my way. I was trying to find things all sneaky.
So, you finally noticed him.
Finally? No. I knew about it from the very beginning. I knew Chihiro was doing something with the laptop, and I knew you were using it to analyze data. I knew exactly how it was all gonna play out from the start.
What?
You knew.
You were still cocky enough to let us take the plunge.
Well, I mean, the data in the laptop, it was, I guess you could call it a gift from me to you. Maybe more like a reward in honor of you being able to unlock something so difficult. So of course I didn't care if you got access to that. But sneaking into the network was just too personal. So I had to do a little, reformatting. I want to keep being helpful to everyone. I want to work as hard as everyone else so we can all get out of here. Alter Ego wanted to fight for us. He wanted to help at the risk of his own life. But Monokuma played us like a damn fiddle. Damn it. Pooh-hoo-hoo. Yeah, the punishment time has made me feel a billion times better. Experiencing a meaningless death is so soothing. It makes me remember that every low can get even lower. No, his death wasn't meaningless either. Everybody who's died so far. The deaths of each and every one of my friends, they all make us stronger. I swear to God, someday you will. I swear to gosh, someday you will pay for this. Holy moly, you're super mad, like just unreasonably upset. Okay, time to bring things to a close. Oh, but before that, I need to read the postscript. Postscript? Yeah, there's a little bit more left of Sakura's note. Huh? Do I have your attention? Okay, then here we go. Prepare the ears for dulcet tones of yours truly. One other thing, Hina. There's something I'd like you to tell the others. Hopefully it will act as a clue to help you unravel the mystery of this school. What a clue? I've spoken with the mastermind off and on the whole time I've been here, and so I've learned one thing, which is the mastermind has done something to us. I think what they've done is... Oopsie daisy, that was a close one. Another word and we would have been hip deep in spoiler territory. Okay, I don't want to ruin the surprise. So book club is dismissed for today. What? You get to stop with the one bit? Makes your brain rumble and tumble, huh? Makes you so mad you don't even freaking know. So point, stupid! Is to get back at all of you for hardening your resolve. Fine, but at least Sakura's note. Like I never let any of you greaseballs have it. Fuck you! But... suck for you, loser. Wait, what's this? What is it now? There's one last line in the note. Let me say this to the mastermind. I'm not going to just lay down and die. I will fight you, you bastard, no matter what. And that's seriously it. Huh? Wow, what a stubborn loser, huh? She won't lay down and die. She'll fight you? Well, whatever. Who cares what some dead musclehead has to say? Okay, I'm out of here. You guys should get some rest, you know. Maybe you could say that person's skull off of yours. And are you sure you don't want to graduate? Can you really cut free from the regrets of the outside world? Boo-hoo-hoo. Think about that thing long and hard. Woo! Those were his parting words to us before disappearing. What was that all about? Sakura's final message, her last clue to help us solve the mystery of the school. The mastermind did something to us. Kyoko said something like that before. Once the last trial was over. What did you do? What did you do to my body? What? Answer me. What did you do to my body? He has impregnated us all. Mastermind did something to our bodies. What are they saying to the mastermind did? What did the mastermind do to us? I mean, did the mastermind plant a bomb in us or something? And if we try to leave the school, a sensor goes off and the bomb explodes? I've seen stuff like that in movies and comics and stuff, so it's not totally unheard of. No, I feel awful just thinking about it. I can't afford to acknowledge thoughts like that. So the class trial is over. Monokuma's gone. Now what do we do? What the hell is this there? Other than to head back up? Oh yeah, okay, let's get out of here. But you must feel responsible. Dial back that ego a bit, girl. The kind of mystery someone like you could pose. The kind of mystery someone like you could pose is absolutely no threat. I've never lost to that kind of challenge. But you did! What are you talking about? Kyoko and Makoto are the ones to figure everything out. Yeah, fuck you. Shut up. Seriously, I'm sorry. How many times did I plan to apologize? How about you make the last one? I just apologize more than once. Okay, I see what you mean. Then, I'll try. Huh? That totally wasn't normal, right? Did she just capture his flag? No! No, no, no! I cannot suffer the existence of someone who would disturb the romance between me and Master! Oh, she's blushing. That is absolutely not what's happening here. Why would I ever go for a sleazeball like him? Because he's a sleazeball. Sleazeball.
That's right. I call you Sleazeball, because you are Sleazeball. Apparently you still have a death wish. Oh, more biting sarcasm. No wonder you don't have any friends.
Say stop fighting me with jealous.
Guess it's not so easy for everyone to act like friends. That's just how it is for now. Did. Whoop. So, Sakura's class travel comes to an end and we return to the world. All back to our rooms. Oh, thank God. Ding dong bing bong. Holy fuck. Chihiro? Oh. School announcement 10 p.m. Official nap time. Door standing home will be locked. Nighttime descended and pulled me down along with it. Down into sleep. I slept so much. At night it wasn't over for me. A voice! I could hear a voice. Chihiro's voice. Wake up! Wake up! Huh? The voice dragged me to the on slumber with half cut in my I was like that. Oh? Kyoko? Yes, it's me. Huh? Kyoko? I said yes. So Kyoko's here. Wait, what? In a flash, I was wide awake. What are you doing here? I'm here to wake you up. Oh, I see. Wait. It was unlocked. You're unbelievably careless. It was unlocked? Are you serious? Always. You don't have to overreact like that every time you're surprised. What time is it? 3 o'clock in the morning, of course. It's 3 a.m.? How was Kyoko waking up at this hour? Ooh-woo. That's a major ooh-woo, if I ever saw one. Anyway, I'm gonna save, and I'm gonna end. Thank you for watching. We beat the dragon. We saved Sakura. Everything is as it should be. I could probably do another one tomorrow, I think. I don't have D&D tomorrow, so I'll try and get in some hours of this instead. Yep. Thank you for watching. See you later.